Hey everybody, I'm Ellie and I'm here to run some Christmas themed one-shots. Tonight we're running the Hubub with the holiday horse. So you can see on our map here, I've marked some locations of interest in the town of Up Northton. So Up Northton's a small city located in the northernmost part of the world of Meath, and it's built on the lowest peak of the Upper Mountain Range. And it's the last port of call for visitors who want to venture further into the frozen north. Maybe that's one of you guys. Maybe it isn't. It's a pretty small city. It's mostly humans. And yeah, our locations of interest are Saint Castle, which is obviously the home of the governess of the town, Nikki Saint. It's one of the oldest buildings in the whole of the Upper Mountain Ranges, and it's a nice place. It provides panoramic views of the valley and the other mountains, and yeah, there's like quite a few buildings within the castle walls. There's a guest house which can accommodate 6 people, and a servant's wing, and it's even got its own private hot spring in there. The bathhouse is the most popular inn and also the most expensive because it's a hot spring basically. It's like a spa resort. So unlike most inns, everything's separate there. So you've got your bathhouse in one place, you've got rooms, little houses that you can rent, and you've also got a main recreational area, which the locals also use as well, tavern and whatnot. And then the last point of interest, which everyone's tokens are over the top of at the moment, is Kane's Candy Shop. So everyone knows that there's no better sweets in all of Meath than the ones right here from Kane's Candy Shop. And there's a legend that says that Kane's ancestors built the shop on top of a fairy ring, and they get all their secret recipes directly from the fairy realms. It's run by 2 half-elves now, Olivia Kane, who handles the running of the shop, and her brother Alfred, who's the head candy maker. Yeah, so that's the town you're in. But why are you guys here? Did you come for the yearly ice festival that happens at this time of year, or are you going to go exploring the north? Tell me a little bit about your characters. We'll start with you, Rook. I was just choosing who I was going to pick on first.
Yep. Yeah, I knew it was going to be me. Well, Rook is not very comfortable in this setting. First of all, he's a Tengu, and most people don't encourage Tengus to live with them. In fact, he lives quite a distance away in the forest south of the mountains. But as winter sort of encroaches on these lands, he doesn't really there's not as much game to get. It's all moved on to warmer climates, and he can't keep up with it. So he's come to Up Northton to probably make a little coin on the side, and hopefully get some food for his family. So while he's here, he's probably not staying in the most expensive place, even though he has some money to his name right now, because that money all has to go home. He has a family to support.
Oh, yeah, he can stay at the Pig and Whistle. Like I said, it's a great time. It's not very expensive at all. It's only 1 silver a night, man.
As long as it's not the Whistle in Pig, that's fine.
Yeah, no. It's
because then it's just like, oink.
What about you, Cor? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh boy. Okay. I did not plan for this. I should have. Kor is a barbarian.
Ah, cool.
Adventure. Kor is young, but wants to prove himself. So he went to the most inhospitable place he could think of.
Yeah, he's definitely there.
So here he can do anything.
Yeah.
All the things to fight and fight.
Kor's great. Excellent. All right. Ash, why don't you tell us, Asha, whatever we're going to call you, why don't
Ash
you tell
is
us,
fine.
why don't you tell us about yourself?
Likewise, I also did not prepare for this. um, I imagine she's here because she wanted a vacation, for lack of a better term, just a change of scenery, and the candy was probably a huge draw. She's kind of a sugar fiend.
Mm. Yeah, well, it's famous all over the world, so she could have heard about it anywhere. It's probably even famous in hell or wherever it is she thinks she comes from.
Hey now. Hey now, that's fake news. She totally comes from hell.
All right, and Lugnuts, what about you?
Bloodnuts comes from the highway.
Tell him to push to talk.
Push to talk.
I'm holding
Hey, that's better.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, he's from the land of Kauai. It's islands, pretty hidden away, but he is just a traveling mercenary who has come here to push himself and find some challenges, usually looking to, do rights when he can. And yeah, just a fun-loving bit of a rascal.
He's a half orc as well, right?
Yeah, half-orc fighter. Just, yeah, we'll see how he runs.
All right. And Sexy Gnome.
Sexy gnome didn't realize. I had realized one day that he had never gone that far north, so he just packed up his bags and started going north. And he's just excited that he's so far north.
That's excellent. All right. Well, guys, you've all arrived here in Up Northton, and it's been getting ready for the yearly Ice Festival. That's usually one of the most exciting times of the year. But this year, the spirit of the festival has been dampened by the disappearance of 3 people in a single night, just 2 evenings past. So just 2 nights before you guys got here. The missing posters are hanging in the taverns and windows of shops and neighboring homes, and they identify the missing persons as Roland Orthwhite and his children, Ida and Samuel. So, what do you guys do? Rook's staying at the Pig and Whistle, which is the other popular tavern. Who else is going to be staying there? These
I'm
posters
definitely
are
going back
literally
house.
everywhere. You're going to the farmhouse? The posters are there too, Sexy Gnome. The posters are like nuts.
Do they have posters?
I can't afford the bathhouse. I'm in the bar, potentially
Like
challenged.
when you're relaxing at a nice spa, do you have a nice poster that says "This children's missing" or whatever? I
They
don't know
have
what
them
kind
up
of people
in
are
the
missing.
foyer. They have them up in the foyer. They don't put them in the bath itself. The hot spring's beautiful though. The hot spring's magical. You can get butt naked and look out at all the trees covered in snow, and you can just stand there. It's completely private. Even if it wasn't, I'm sure Sexy Gnome would still do it. But
I mean, pro tip, you can stand naked wherever you want for free. I'm just saying.
But sometimes
Yeah, but
only
this
for a
is-
limited time.
you're really warm, and everything around you is really cold. And the steam's literally coming off of your body, your naked body. It's great. It's a wonderful feeling.
Pretty good.
Everyone in the Pig and Whistle, you guys are having a great time anyway. There's usually always a band playing, and there's one playing now, sort of like early evening. And yeah, you guys would have definitely seen those wanted posters or those missing posters.
What kind of band?
It's sort of like a halfling big band. There's a
Okay,
few halflings in town, and they actually they make music.
I was
So-
hoping for some like Star Wars cantina.
Cantina. Yeah. It's a little bit like that, I mean, there's some of the halflings look like they could be aliens. They're
Wait.
odd. odd looking.
That's racist.
They
Oh,
don't
no,
want-
that's just
Yeah.
how they are. Like,
Yeah.
not all halflings, just these halflings, this group
They
of
just have
halflings.
dumb faces.
Crazy.
Yeah. You know, their mouths are all messed up from like playing their horns so much, and they have like cross eyes from.
I don't
We've
think
delved
that-
into a
I don't think
Twilight
that's a
Zone
real
episode
thing.
really quick.
I shouldn't ask questions. I just derail things.
And,
Also, the Pig and Whistle
Asha?
sounds a lot better if we have a band.
yeah, well, Sexy Gnome's in his own private onsen right now. They do have like live music, but it's definitely more like ambient stuff. So,
So Sexy Gnome has to listen to Anya. Is that what you're saying?
Anya. He's
Oh,
listening to
whatever.
Anya.
Not in this setting, is it?
Uh,
That name is copyright.
Sexy Gnome is gonna get out of the bathtub and go to the foyer to check out the posters because he caught the attention.
Ash, you're in the
Oh,
candy
William.
shop and they're there too. They're literally everywhere. They've been put up everywhere because they sent out
Mhm.
search parties and nobody could find anything. So they're looking for people to help.
What do the posters say though?
Yeah, the posters identify the missing people and they say that there is a reward being offered by Governor Saint for rewards. People who are willing to go out and look or try and solve the mystery, and the city guard have more information.
Do they?
Did you
do
say
they not
Governor
say, like-
Saint?
Yeah, governess.
First name Nick?
Nikki. First name Nikki.
Thought so. All right, carry on.
I mean, it's Kane's Candy Shop.
So the posters identify them.
They do. They identify the 3 missing people.
Do you have the identities?
Yeah, Roland Orthwhite and his children, Ida and Samuel.
I was trying to ask that.
Dude,
She-
I said,
she
like,
mentioned
I
that
did say
earlier.
Oh,
that.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
You were too busy enjoying the bath, so
No, I was too busy trying to find my character sheet. I don't think you imported it.
I did. It's called Sexy Gnome.
Oh, it's Christmas Krampus. Got Dakafug.
Yeah, looking holiday horse.
Holiday Horse.
Holiday Horse.
I'm
yeah.
fucking blind.
Yeah, I'll minimize Christmas Krampus so that we don't get confused by it. Oh, you have to minimize it yourself, I think. Yeah, minimize it so you don't get confused. That's tomorrow's game.
Oh.
So, yeah. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to ask about that, or are you just like whatever?
If by ask you mean go into the street and randomly shout at people, yes.
Yeah, sure. You can definitely do that. You can make a gather information check, man. Go out there, shout, and see what happens. See who tells you something. You never know.
Roll Intimidate. Who yells information as they run away?
Intimidate. Do
Intimidate the bathtub.
everything. There we go. Skills. So is it gather information or?
Is that what it's called now? Maybe it's
I don't-
not. Maybe you got to use like diplomacy or something. or
Diplomacy is
intimidate.
typically for.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh God.
You can
Oh.
use intimidate. You can definitely intimidate
I
people
will
into giving
use
you information.
intimidate, 'cause it chance. Give me a second here. There it is. Okay. I am not intimidating whatsoever.
Yeah,
to-
you go out and
Get arrested.
you start yelling at somebody, and you do mention the Orthwhite's name, and the person says to you, "You're as crazy as Mrs. Orthwhite herself," and walks away from you. So you do get a little bit of information from it. That guy thinks Mrs. Orthwhite's crazy, and Mrs. Orthwhite wasn't mentioned on the missing poster. It was only her husband and the 2 children.
Is there a reward listed on the poster?
Yeah. It says the governess is offering a reward. It doesn't say how much the reward is. It
Did I
says
hear call?
rewards. Yeah.
Would have heard Core. I want to approach Core. Hey, bro. What's going on? You looking at these posters as well?
Core will solve mystery.
Mystery. Oh well, man. You know what? I'm always down for a mystery.
You two are
We
really
could,
quite loud.
Oh, sorry about that, man. Volume. I can't really control it sometimes. It gets out of hand.
I mean,
Or think
do you all typically yell information out of the air? How do you hear
yeah.
anything?
Well, it's I don't know. It's a big island.
Rook just kind of ruffles the feathers on his neck and pulls his head down as he steps out into the cold outside. You really have to start somewhere.
Well, where do you reckon we start? You want to get in on this too?
He kind of looks back at the warm inn and hears the music inside, and you can see him wavering back and forth.
Between these two fucking half-orcs yelling in the street.
Yes.
I suppose I don't have anything better to do, and if I stay here, I'll just spend more coin, so...
Well, let's go earn some coin then.
That's a good try. All right.
Okay. You guys can go to Saint Castle. Because the governess is the one who is offering the reward. So, yeah, for people who can read the posters and understand them, then...
Shut up.
no.
Dude, my character's wholly illiterate. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that was directed at me.
Yeah, no, I was actually saying that. Like, Ash was just in the candy shop there.
She's
Looking-
heard that entire exchange though because it was projected beautifully.
Oh, and you know, it's the mountain, so there's echo, so there's a little bit of echo coming back. So a lot of people heard the exchange. But, you know, there are a lot of tourists in town for the Ice Festival, so the people of Up North then are used to this. But you guys can head to you three. Rook, if you want to read the poster to them and tell them where they can go. You can go there and ask about the rewards if you like.
All right. I guess Rook pulls the poster off one of the pins, and I imagine it's probably not the only poster here, and walks it over to them. It says, looks here like it's being given out by Nikki Saint. You know who that is?
I'm Saint. Core will get information.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. I mean, we should at least find out what the reward is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should pop our heads in.
You can ask anyone in town. Everyone knows who Governess Saint is because she's like the mayor. You know? She's a really nice lady too, so everyone...
I'm getting mixed signals.
Really?
Is Nikki Saint the man or a really nice woman?
The mayor. The mayor, you know.
Oh, the mayor! I'm sorry.
No, it's
That was an
okay.
accent slip. I apologize.
Yeah, it's my Australian accent, don't worry. Just to pretend I'm from Boston, and then you might be able to understand me.
Get in the car.
Yeah, gotta get in the car.
I can't understand people in Boston. What are you talking about?
That was the joke.
All right, I guess we just sort of by happenstance make our way to where we're supposed to go by randomly annoying locals.
People.
Yeah, I mean, like, people aren't rude in Up Northton. Everyone's, you know, I mean, they're not really nice to you when you yell at them. But they're not, like, they've got a bit of that British sense of propriety, you know? They're really, like, polite. They're the kind of people who, like, make orderly lines for things. Like the candy store. Ash has noticed that everyone has, a pretty good idea of personal space in Up Northton, actually, at least in public.
It's my personal space.
She's appreciative of that.
Yeah, she's probably having a nice vacation here, really, actually.
She is.
Okay.
She doesn't have any money, so her theory is to just eat so much candy that she doesn't have to sleep. So she doesn't have to buy a room at an inn.
That's a solid idea for like 3 hours until you crash.
I would like to challenge you.
She's challenging right now. She's up to like her third hour of eating candy. and we'll see if we'll find out if she crashes. We'll get her to
She
make
feels
a fun piece
great.
later.
Sexy
Little
Gnome's gonna get
queasy
the
when
good
she makes
idea.
rapid movements.
Yep.
He's gonna
What's
take the posters down and grab onto them. He's just gonna start walking around the street looking for people. Just like,
just talking to people on the street and saying, "Are you Roland Orthwaite?"
he just wants to.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Roland Orthwaite. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if I see people yet or anything.
Oh, there's people milling about. Like I said, people are getting
Yeah.
ready for the ice festival. So, they have a big ice sculpture competition. So there are people working on ice sculptures.
go.
There are people setting up stalls where they're going to sell delicious foods on the next day.
I'm
I'm
gonna
stuff.
go up to the ice sculpture.
Yeah, one of the ice sculptures. Yeah, they're like,
Is there a
they're
guy
all
working on it?
around. Huh?
Is there is there like a biggest one though? Like is there a block that's
The-
not
The
Big
biggest ones,
Yeah.
the biggest ones are definitely
Perfect.
all by the castle. Do I get like a pointer or something that I can use?
You can click.
You
in the
can-
corner.
yeah.
Yeah, so the biggest ones are all.
It's
That's
colors.
but like in progress.
Yeah, there's ones in progress
Okay.
everywhere. So the biggest ones are all over by the entrance and
Okay.
the sides of the castle and along the outside because they want people coming to see the amazing ice sculptures because these guys are really good at making stone stuff as well. They're really good stonemasons.
mhm.
So their ice sculptures are pretty intricate.
I'm gonna walk up to a in progress sculpture, a big
Mm-hmm.
one, so that way there's still like room for change, and walk up, and I'm gonna be like, "So what you sculpting up there?
I'm sculpting a gargoyle.
A gargoyle? That doesn't sound that good. You should do a gnome, a sexy gnome.
Well, I want it to be really big, so a gnome's pretty small.
But what's a gargoyle done before? I'm about to find these kids. Have you seen these kids, by the way?
No one's seen those kids, not for 2 nights. Or their father, everybody's gone.
Do you know
they've
anything
just
about them?
disappeared. Yeah, I mean,
Like
they were
personally, like
no, not personally, but like I know of them,
yeah.
Yeah.
What did the dad do?
I think he was a baker.
A baker.
Yeah, they lived not too far from the candy shop in like the the food district over there. He was like a baker, or maybe he was like some kind of cookie maker. I really don't remember.
Maybe it's a front for for drug money because there's just no reason for someone to
Wow.
abduct like a baker.
Wow. A front for drug money. Well,
I was just thinking out
I
loud.
don't know. Maybe they just like wandered off and got lost in the wilderness. I mean, there were some like tracks leading away from the house, I heard.
It's just so cold though. Why would someone wander off? Like,
It's not that cold.
uh,
Yeah, it's not that cold. It's only just like getting to the start of winter. It's going to get colder.
I've never been this north before, but I don't want to see it. I think I've been north enough.
Yeah, you probably don't want to go any further north then. It's completely frozen up there.
You said the house is just over there?
Yeah, it's by the candy shop.
Okay. I'm gonna thank you.
No worries.
I'm gonna go to the house.
Yeah. So the house is next door. It's this little round building. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. So that's their house.
Next to the cheese wheel house.
Yeah, the cheese wheel house is the candy shop.
Cheese wheel house, egg house, phone,
Sorry.
and the Pentagon.
And the Pentagon.
That's the guard station.
It is the guard station. It's one of the guard stations.
Like
There's no one there anymore.
what? Some shit detectives.
Yeah, the house is completely empty. But if you hang around there for a little while, like a couple of minutes, a guard does come up to you.
Wait, how long have they been missing? It's just like last night, right?
No, 2 nights ago.
2 nights. Oh, we got a cold
Yeah,
case.
2 nights ago they went missing. Yeah.
Ba-dum-ps.
Get out there.
The guard comes up to me.
Yeah, and he's like, this, this area isn't for tourists, sir.
I'm not here to sightsee. Well, I'm here to see things, but I'm not here to sightsee. I'm not. This isn't a tourism thing.
So you've spoken to the governess about
Governess.
getting involved?
Hmm?
Yeah, the governess. Governess Saint?
I don't see a point in, like, why do I gotta talk to them to be involved? I can just be involved and look, like,
I
is there,
just
like,
mean
rules to
you're a
helping?
new person. No one's
Yeah.
seen you before. This is a crime scene, and you're back. They always say that the perpetrator returns to the scene of the crime. I'm just saying.
Look at me. I'm like 2 feet tall. I can't abduct anything. What are you talking
Do
about?
you have a horse, sir?
A horse?
Yeah.
No. A horse
All
doesn't
right.
even pay attention to my calls.
I'd like you
I
to
grab the
come-
reins and they don't know what's going on. They think it's just the wind.
I'd like you to come with me and show me where you're staying so I can
Okay.
verify who you are.
I don't want to do that. Can I just please see the house? Can I roll?
Yeah, roll a diplomacy, I guess.
Roll. Where do I?
Skills.
How do I-
Oh no.
How do I?
We've all been through that. But
Character sheet, then skills.
Character sheet. I got
Please.
it. Trust me.
Well, actually, you can't do worse than I did. So
He literally can't.
literally, yeah, I
I
did
can
the
I can
worst.
try. Diplomacy. All right. Oh, that was easy. All right. What'd I get? 12.
12.
Ew.
I'll make a compromise with you. I'll let you inside.
Yep.
I'll show you the bedrooms, and then you have to take me to.
That's a
But-
good compromise. Gives me time to
but-
think.
Yep, good. Just stay here for a moment. I'll fetch the keys, and I'll fetch someone else to wait outside, as well.
Okay.
So the guard leaves you for a moment.
I'm just
He
gonna
goes and you just wait there. He goes and gets the keys, and he brings
Mhm.
back another guard, and he takes you inside the house. And it's a nice little house. The guy was definitely some kind of pastry chef. You can see that there's those kind of cooking.
Can I
utensils.
observe the white powder?
Yeah, I mean there's white powder everywhere here, man. If you want white powder, you came to the right place.
Jesus.
There's many forms of it.
Hold on.
There's been sherbet, like Ash has been having heaps of white powder already. She's been.
Hey man, look, I don't out you when you do shit that's questionable. Leave me the fuck alone.
That
Can I
sherbet's
identify
really
the
good though.
white powder?
Yeah, it's flour and sugar and salt and all those things. There's all the stuff related to baking, like pies and delicious foods around. And in the bedrooms, the beds are unmade, but they look. There doesn't look like there was a lot of struggle anywhere in the house.
Okay.
It just looks like a house that was lived in and then hasn't been lived in for 2 days.
Can I roll a perception or?
You can roll a perception.
Okay.
You get an 18.
Ooh, I am so percept.
There is something you do notice, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some kind of scratches on the sides of the front door. You're not sure what could have made them. Some kind of tool, maybe. It could have maybe also been an animal's claws, but yeah, you can see that there are some
Okay.
markings on the front door. So maybe
I'm gonna
someone did
turn-
force their way in or out.
The guard's inside there with me, right?
Yeah, he is. He's following
I'm
you around really close to you.
I'm gonna point
and
and be
just
like, anyone seen that?
hovering over you. Yeah, we saw that.
Is that been there? Is that new?
We think the kidnapper if there was one, would have forced entry.
Yeah, but these are just like claw marks. This is like a beast.
Well, bugbears have claws.
You think a bugbear like came in the city and came to the door?
Bugbears, they're around.
There's so many people in the streets. How
There are
would
yetis
how would a
around.
how would a yeti just walk into the middle of the city?
Everyone was asleep.
Everyone? There's no night owls here. We all go to bed by 9.
I don't know. Everyone that's in this district gets up really early to make food for the town. So
Oh, brother.
everyone here was definitely asleep. There's
Definitely
no night
drugs.
owls in food quarter. Are you finished here?
I'm not sure if I am.
He crosses his arms and taps his foot impatiently while he looks down at you.
Mm-hmm.
You remind me of my nephew.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're about the
How's he-
same height.
He cute?
I don't think about my filial relations that way.
You don't have to. It's just an objective thing. Some people are cute, some people are not. I'm sexy.
What was
Bean.
your
I'm Sexy
name?
gnome. Sexy gnome.
Sexy nose.
Sexy gnome. Okay, sexy gnome. Where did you say you were from again?
You're asking questions I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. He thinks it's crazy.
I'm from South. I never been this far north. I just
Let's
Just-
go and have a look at where you're staying. Sexy
fine.
gnome.
All right,
Can
let's
I-
get this out of the way.
What do I call you? Do I just call you gnome or sexy, or do I have to call you both?
Choose where you want, baby.
Okay, gnome. Let's go. He kind of forcibly takes you back so he can prove that you are not
Yeah.
who you say you are, and that you did just arrive in town today.
And while we're walking, I'll give a few snide remarks like, it's kind of shitty to accuse of someone trying to help, that they did it.
Yeah. You say them loud enough for other people to hear. Then the guard just tells you, look, I'm just doing my job. I don't know who you are. I just need to make sure that
Fast and a little tiny gnome trying to help. Whatever, it's cool.
So, Asha, in the candy store, you've been in there eating candy for a couple of hours now, and the half elf behind the counter, the woman, she says to you, you do have enough money to pay for all of this, right?
Asha just stares at her for a moment, and you can kind of see the gears turning in her head. And she slowly reaches a hand into her pockets and just kind of moves it around a little bit, and then she looks back up and she goes, "No, I don't."
Well, you have
So
to
she
stop
shoves a
doing it.
handful of candy canes in her mouth and dives out the door.
Yeah. She's, yeah. So Asha has banned herself from the candy shop potentially, but she got her candy's worth. So do you three who took the poster, do you go to the castle?
Of course, we've got to find out what the reward is.
Yeah. So you meet Governess Nikki Saint. She's a nice lady. She's probably in her late 50s, early 60s. She's got white hair. She's a little bit on the plump side. Red's her favorite color, and yeah, she welcomes you guys when you arrive. She sees all of the people who come to petition her, and yeah, she says, "Oh, you're interested in the rewards? Well, there's a large reward for anyone who can solve the case, but with the way the snows are falling these days, I fear that any leads we had will be lost very soon. So I'm offering 1,000 gold pieces to people who want to go out and look down in the valley in the forest for any sign, or if anyone can solve it, I'm offering 5,000 gold pieces."
Rook's feathers just sort of bristle up. 5,000, you say?
Yeah, if anyone can solve it.
Well, we'll certainly give it a try. Do you have any resources or clues?
We have we don't have that many leads.
Core was
Well,
told his wife was
the
crazy.
only yeah, Mrs. Orthwhite. She's staying with me now. She's been staying with me since she was found outside the candy shop in her bedclothes early in the morning 2 days ago.
Well, that's real kind of you to do. She's widowed and just lost her kids. Oh, I don't know many lords that do that.
I'm not a lord. I'm a governess.
Well, same thing, hey?
I guess so.
Oh, no disrespect, of course.
No, of course not. Charming young fellow. I see you're probably up from the islands in the south.
Yeah, well, it's a lot colder up here, but this sexy armor I got, keeps me nice and warm.
That's fantastic. Yes. Well, I'm sorry the ice sculpture festival has sort of been a bit dampened for you since you're here on holiday, but I hope if you're interested in going out on your holidays to search for people or doing a little bit of detective
5,000
legwork.
gold, 5,000 gold.
I agree. I'm sorry, I don't know either of your names. We've kind of come together
Oh.
rather quickly.
Yeah, sorry, I forget that sometimes. That's lug nuts.
He kind of... The Birdman cocks his head to the side slightly and just kind of chomps his beak for a second. Lug nuts?
Lug nuts, lug nuts.
And Rook looks over at Core. And you'd be Carriage Bolt?
Core is core.
Core.
I don't think we'll be forgetting your name soon, Core.
Well, I'm not very good at dealing with people, but I'm Rook. I'm a hunter.
Rook, a hunter. Well, you definitely seem like 3 very able-bodied people. The only clue the city guard managed to unearth was a set of hoof tracks. But they seem to circle aimlessly about the Orthwhite house and a few other of the buildings in town and then vanish abruptly without giving any direction of how the rider came in or out of the city.
Okay. Why don't you why don't you talk to the Off-White
Would you like to speak
survivor.
to Mrs. Orthwhite? I can fetch her for you.
Well, I'm going to go look at the tracks. I'm sorry. I tend to put some people off.
I'll have a chat with her. It's all right. We'll be good. I'll put on my best smile.
All right. So you guys, Rook, you can go check out where Sexy Gnome was a bit earlier. As before, a guard comes with you as well. He's like, look, just because there's so many new people in the area, we're just, trying to keep tabs on who's coming and going here. We think that there's a good chance that whoever did it is going to come back, that there was something of value in the house and they needed to get everyone out. Maybe we don't have a lot of leads, but
I understand. Has anyone else been in the property since this happened?
just a little while ago, actually, a gnome came in here. You don't know him, do you? Is he one of your adventuring party or something?
I'm new to this party. No, I don't have a party.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. A gnome was here.
A gnome. Well, I guess that is quite interesting.
Oh,
And he kind of lifts his beak in the air and he sniffs. Do I smell blood? Specifically, do I smell any congealed blood or anything that would be at half hit points?
Yeah, you don't smell anything like that. They'll let you look through the house and as Sexy Gnome was told, there's no signs of a struggle at all, really. There's just those marks at the door.
Okay. Taking very wide steps, trying not to disturb things, he's going to pretty much investigate everything he can around the house as closely as possible. So I'm going to roll perception if that's okay.
Yeah, roll a perception. Yeah,
I rolled horribly,
you-
but
you can, you're pretty good at, checking and looking around, and you can see those marks at the front door, and you think that you can also see some marks on the step up that look like they could have been made by a hoof, which does go in line with the hoof tracks that were found leading away. There's only 2 of them, though, not 4, like the other tracks that were leading away. So whether the horse ran all the way up to the steps and jumped on it or whatever, you don't know. It's a bit weird, but it seems logical that these 2 large dents would be hoof marks. So that's what you think they are.
so 2 hoof marks basically. How big are the
Yeah,
the hoof marks? Like regular size for like
yeah,
a deer?
about regular size for a horse.
So we're dealing with a furry, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, who knows what you're dealing with?
Burning all that.
Not many furries.
Well, is it a cloved hoof or a single hoof like a horse?
It's a horse's hoof. Yeah, it's not a
Horse's
cloven
hoof. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it would have been made by a horse's hoof, or that type of hoof, not a cloven hoof like on a goat or something like that, or a deer.
Okay.
Right.
And is it the size of the hoof? It is just traditional size, not like a war horse size, or
It's
not a field
it's
horse,
just
like
a
just a light horse.
yeah, just a traditional size horse. Not a big battle horse. Not a pony, just a horse-sized hoof.
And there's no other tracks leading away. There's just these 2 hoof marks.
Not anymore. 2 days ago, they tell you there was, but a lot of snow has fallen over the last 2 days. So the tracks that they found in that morning were covered. But they will show you a map because they did record where they saw them. But they just circle aimlessly around a few buildings and then disappear.
Okay.
I'll jump back to the people who are going to see Mrs. Orthwhite. So the governess takes you guys to Rook and Lugnuts. The governess takes you guys to the guest house
Rook.
where
It's Core.
Core and Lugnuts. The governess takes you to the guest house where Mrs. Orthwhite is staying, and she says you're free to try and speak with her if you like. And she's she's crying a lot, weeping, and she's speaking what sounds a lot like gibberish. And then it's usually followed by a shout of, "It's a rhyme!" So when you guys walk in, she says, "What about this one then? No matter the hatter, sherbet for Herbert, yes, then hatter and scatter. It's a rhyme, it's a rhyme." And then she starts to wail, like crying again.
Lugnuts makes his way over and puts his hand on her back and goes, "Love, wait, Matter the Hatter, what are you talking about?
Sherbet for Herbert!
Sherbet for Herbert?
Yes! Yes!
Wait,
it's
wait.
a rhyme!
We're here to look for your
It's a
kids.
rhyme!
Your kids."
She's
What?
not
Yeah.
really very good at making any sense. And the governess,
Take a step back.
the governess says, "I've sent for all the best clerics in town, but no one can understand what it is that's afflicting her. They think it might just be grief."
She just doing that over and over?
Sometimes she says different poems, but none of them make any sense.
Oh, wow.
This is very
Probably could
sad.
have told us that before we come up here then. I guess there's not much point talking to her.
Well, you never know. Maybe something would trigger. You
Core
never
will
know.
fly.
Cor, you got any ideas, bro?
Core has one.
Oh, well, show us what you got, Cor. I'm stumped.
When in doubt, intimidate. If it's
Oh.
Oh, I don't know, but
Core intimidates.
all right.
Wow. Unfortunately, you do scare the shit out of poor Mrs. Orthwhite. She screams in terror, but unfortunately, she still doesn't say anything that makes any sense to you guys.
Her sheets are now off-white.
Yeah, basically.
Pour out of ideas. Walks away.
The governess asks you both if you've ever seen anything like that before.
No, no way. I've not seen this. Well, she's just lost it.
Yeah, that's how it seems like. But even, the usual magics haven't brought any relief. I'm really not sure what to do.
Go look at my skills. I can only intimidate too. I don't think that's going to help.
Well, if you both
Bad cop and worse cop.
need anything else, you can come and see one of my servants here. They'll assist you. Please do let us know if you're going to travel out of the town. We like to keep track of who's going during this time of year, just to make sure no one else gets lost out there.
Well, maybe we should go talk to Rook. He looked like he might be able to think through this one a bit better than us.
Yeah, well, good. Best of luck to you both.
Thanks, love.
All right, Sexy Gnome, your identity is verified, and the guard apologizes to you.
Okay.
And says, "Look, I'm sorry. I just, we're all a little bit on edge. 3 missing, 2 of them are kids. I'm really sorry. Enjoy your holiday in up Northton," and then he leaves you be.
Okay.
So
Uh,
he says, if you do want to help with the case, then, I'll take down your name, Sexy Gnome, and
Yeah.
you can just identify yourself as that and say that you spoke to Charles and told Charles you were going to help out with the investigation. Okay?
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Charles awkwardly leaves.
Sexy Gnome is gonna sort of pace his room a bunch for a good time, and
Yep.
and pretend that he's solving things. He's just getting hyped up about like the idea of solving it.
Right.
He's not
He's
really
getting...
like, yeah, he's not getting anywhere with it. And then when he feels he's sufficiently done that, I'm gonna leave the house. The bathhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Go back to my same strat of walking around.
Yeah, so you're going to go back to walking around.
Yeah.
What about you, Asha? What are you going to do?
As
You kicked out
Asha
of the
had
candy shop?
Yeah, as Asha had fled the candy shop, she was in the vicinity of the stuff going on with Corin, Lugnuts, and Rook, and she was just listening like a creep, a small distance away. And the money did sound nice, and with a mouth completely full of candy canes, if she's trying to eat faster than she's physically capable of to hide the evidence, she has trailed after Rook because apparently the other 2 are going to talk to people, and that's not something she does. So she's just kind of loitering in the background and trying to actually accrue information from a distance without actually being directly involved. And that's hard to do when he's going inside a building that she is not following him into. So now she's just kind of standing.
So now she's loitering outside the building.
Yes.
Do I need to oppose stealth, or is that enough?
Oh, she's not being stealthy. She's being
Okay.
creepy.
Rook ignores her for about as long as he can, but eventually the tension just kind of drives him a little crazy, and he just snaps up, his beak just clumping shut as his head stops suddenly. Can I help you?
And Asha nearly jumps out of her fucking skin. And she just quickly shakes her head and looks away and starts to kind of shuffle off, except she doesn't have anywhere to go, so she's not really making any distance.
The guards look towards her and they say, "What's your business here, ma'am?"
And Asha quickly chews and swallows her candy canes. And she just kind of sputters, just sightseeing.
Sightseeing. Oh my god, the fridge was singing at us. That was really
It was
distracting.
cute.
Fridge?
Yeah, that's the
It's like the
bell.
ice cream closet.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, what the hell is that? Is the fridge door slightly ajar? So, yeah, sightseeing. Okay, this area is actually off limits for sightseeing. As you can see, there's no ice sculptures being built around here. So you might want to head over to the castle. There's a lot of sightseeing stuff happening there. This is city guard business.
I'm just looking at this building. It interests me, and I just wanted to look at it closer. I'm sorry.
Rook eventually struts
okay.
up behind the guard and kind of puts his hand on the guard's shoulder. Do you know anything about what happened here, ma'am?
No. I don't. No.
Are you any good at following footprints?
I mean, most people are, I think.
Not after snow's fallen.
Well, then they're completely gone. How do you even see them?
A lot of training. I was hoping someone would be able to do that, but I guess not. All right, never mind.
Out
then.
of character. I don't think I actually have anything for tracking, do I? Let me actually double check real quick.
No, it's survival. Is the skill, I believe.
Oh,
used for
no,
tracking?
I am super not built to survive. Can I sense motive the ground? Sense motion.
Yeah.
Well, I-
Sense motive the ground.
This ground is menacing.
I guess I can
I don't-
try. I don't have good stats in
I
it.
don't reckon
Yeah.
perception does anything for that, does it?
Nah. Once snow's fallen and stuff, you've really got to be able to track.
All right, well,
Okay.
Rook will go back and try to do that while she tries to get her words together.
All right. So you give it a go. Yeah, you can see some evidence of the tracks that they were talking about. They definitely don't lead in or out of the town, though. Just around some buildings. They lead around Kane's Candy Shop, the Orthwhite House, and they lead around this. This is actually a market. It's a covered market, but people put up stalls in there.
Could you ping or use the draw tool so we can see?
I'm trying to
Please.
think that it is working.
Make sure you're on the mouse tool and then just click and there you go.
So there's the market. There's the Orthwhite House.
So it's
There's
just
the
around
candy
those
shop.
3 buildings?
Yeah, just around those 3 that you can find some tracks. Just circles those 3 buildings.
But that's everything they've found in town. Have they searched outside the area or?
Well, they didn't find any tracks outside of the area. Like,
Oh, okay. Those are the
you know,
only
that's-
tracks they found on the entire mountaintop?
that day they found tracks of animals, and they found bird tracks, but they didn't find any horse prints, like any hoof prints in the snow. They searched the all the way down into the valley, and the other side is a bit too steep for
Right.
anyone to go down. They say, a horse couldn't, they'd break their legs. So, there's really only one way they could have gone, but they didn't, as far as they can see.
Well, it seems we have a flying horse.
Yeah, do you think?
No,
You
I
know,
don't
the
really
guard
think I was
asks
being
you,
sarcastic.
Oh, the guard looks down at his feet for a second.
There's something going on here. I don't know if it's magical or what, but this horse didn't just land in the snow, walk around these buildings, and then disappear like a fart in the wind. It doesn't work that way.
Did your Tegu
well,
just use the phrase
we
"a
know
fart in the wind"?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Well, all right.
That's why everybody's so on edge. Do you think that it could be some kind of magic? Do you think a wizard spiriting people away in the night?
Why?
Don't wizards do that?
No.
Like the bad
Asha's
ones?
just audibly
Well,
chortling in the
bad people do
background.
lots of things, but why wouldn't they just kill them here? There's no
I don't
blood
know,
here, no
some
evidence
ritual
of
or
bodily
something?
fluids.
You know, people get up to all kinds of crazy shit. I don't know though.
Who would
I
it
don't know
benefit?
what's going on. Well, you know, initially the thought was that it would benefit Mrs. Orthwhite. You know, like maybe, you know, she wanted to get rid of the kids. She was sick of being a family woman. But she's like bona fide nutso. So, you know, the clerics reckon that, you know, she went through some kind of trauma. Just messed her up. But we just don't know what it is. There's no blood. There's nothing. There's just these hoof prints. And yeah, you pointed out these marks.
And
Those
the
two-
marks don't make any sense for a horse.
Yeah, well, no, they don't, do they? I guess these must have been made by the rider of the horse, and the rider of the horse is who the criminal is, and the horse is just an innocent party and everything. That's what I would assume.
Asha
Rook
kind of
just really
clears her-
narrows his eyes at the guard. Are you all right? You seem nervous.
Yeah, you know, there was a gnome looking around here earlier today, and I haven't found out that maybe he's the criminal. Maybe he's the wizard who's been spiriting people away in the night, you know?
How high are the marks off the door?
They're about the height of a person's hands, a person who's maybe about 6 foot.
It's
A
not a
tall
gnome.
person. How do you know, though?
Well, do you see any marks for a step stool?
He looks around and then he nods. Yeah, good point. Good point.
I try.
Still,
Anyway.
what was the gnome doing here? You know.
Well, I imagine he read the poster that said there were rewards and decided to find out. That's why we showed up.
Yeah, it's just how did he find out where their house was without talking to any of the guards? Who told him?
Rook kind of looks over at the crowded people that are moving about that have probably lived in this town for years, and then looks back at the guard. Yep, no one else in this town would know where this was.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, I think we're done. I'm going to go talk to my... And he stops, and there's a very long pause as he tries to decide what word to use. Associates. You keep doing your job.
Yeah, we'll
Keep
just
up
keep
the good
our...
work.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah,
You too.
Yeah, that thumbs up.
yeah. And he kind of struts off, long blackbird legs, just taking him as quickly as possible away from this weird cop person.
It's okay. The cop was pretty uncomfortable. There was a tiefling and a bird person hanging out by the crime scene.
I'm a devil.
Sorry, there was a devil.
You can't prove otherwise.
Well, if you tell the cop you're a devil, he'll believe you.
Exactly.
Definitely.
No one asks.
So where are my associates?
Yeah, where are you guys?
I'm over there looking at a nice sculpture, probably looking at it, getting too stuck.
Oh, just close by, waiting for Rook to finish up with the guards.
Mm.
What
Wow.
about you, Core?
He's also waiting, but glaring at everyone who walks near him.
Excellent.
You're gonna get your tongue stuck.
Probably.
Would it be worth it?
I'll roll for it.
Out of character, I appreciate that.
Did you get your tongue stuck? Nah, you didn't.
Victory.
What skill did you roll?
I just did like a percentage chance in my head. And I was like,
No,
if
I
he
meant-
gets higher than, like, you know.
It was
if he
the
gets higher
knowledge
than
and ability
15,
roll.
his
So
tongue
what did
gets
you
stuck.
find out?
Wife lady crazy. Many
Yeah,
words.
she's not got many marbles left up there, so I think that one's a dead end. What about you?
Well, she fits in with the guards here. They're not all on firing on all cylinders either.
Did guards make matching words?
No, they think a gnome did it.
Matching words.
Lady matched words at end of sentences.
I'm just gonna be a
Oh.
gnome walking off in the distance of the
She
conversation.
did.
She matched
did
words.
match words.
What do you mean?
Very
she matched?
perceptive, Core.
I already forgot that one.
What did she
Should've.
say?
Something rhyme. What is rhyme?
Rhyme.
Something about a hat.
Hat.
We might want to go back then. Hey, I might have missed a clue.
Well, so far
Right.
our clues include scratches on a doorway, no evidence of foul play, a flying horse, suspicions of gnomes and wizards, and lady make sounds that rhyme.
Can I roll?
Lady make matching words was actually what Core said.
But
Thank you, Ellie.
try to
Rook
repeat.
apologizes.
Sorry, I just had to say that because I loved the way Core said it. It was great. Sexy Gnome, you notice these guys as you're wandering around,
Okay.
all lingering by the crime scene with like some guards not far off.
I see
Do
them
you want to
doing the,
approach them?
I see them doing the trying to figure out posture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 of them are huddling and Ash is just kind of hovering about 10 feet away, watching them, pretending not to watch them.
Core does not-
Exactly.
Core
I'm gonna
stands
walk up to
proudly
them.
proclaims.
What?
What was he saying?
He's asking if you can roll a perception check to see.
Oh,
I-
yeah, I can do that.
Asha?
No,
Oh.
to see the gnome.
Oh.
Ooh,
Right. Yeah, the
You are
gnome's
gnome
just a
blind.
little too low for your height. You just don't know him around there.
I'm
So what do
gonna
you do, sexy gnome?
I'm gonna walk up to them and I'm gonna be holding the sheets because I'm still holding them. No one really questioned that I had the posters, and I'm gonna be like, "It's definitely drugs, right? It's gotta be drugs. There's no other reason for this to happen."
Well, the village is obviously on something, at least if you talk to the cops.
Yeah, we gotta test this candy.
So, are you the gnome they thought murdered them?
I don't know. Depends how many gnomes they thought murdered them.
It's a bit too sexy to be a killer, I think.
Hey, I like the way this guy thinks.
Do you have a horse?
No,
A flying horse?
can't.
It's a long
Do
story.
horses fly?
Not typically.
This one might.
That's a
Well,
weird question.
while you guys are standing,
It's a weird
Definitely
situation.
drugs.
you guys are all standing around talking. Ash is just watching, and all of a sudden, people start spilling out of the candy shop. People just start running out of the candy shop, and they are yelling. You know, someone who runs right past you, Asher, screams, "Alfred's gone mad!" What do you guys do?
Core will stop it. He will run in and tackle this Alfred.
Cora runs towards the doors of the candy shop, which people are pouring out of. What
Oh,
does
wait up,
everybody else
Cor.
do?
I'll give you some backup. We can get this.
Rook follows behind them with just a tired and annoyed look on his face.
Sexy gnome's gonna follow, but he's got short legs.
Yep, so everybody follows Sexy Gnome 10 feet behind everybody else. His movement impediment.
Are there like
Asha?
windows of this store?
Yeah, there's lots of windows.
Asha's
So-
gonna position herself outside of one of them so that she is away from the action while still being a nosy weirdo.
Yeah, well, let's just take you guys
Uh-oh.
over
Uh-oh.
to the candy store. So this is the bottom floor here. So these are the doors that Core's rushing into. And here's a couple of the different windows you can position yourself outside of.
Thank you. Where's my pug?
We need to drag those onto this page.
Over, yeah.
I'll do it.
Thank you, Ellie.
No, Jay's already started.
I mean, I can do it. I just pulled myself to save you time.
Did that work?
There.
Good, I didn't accidentally put one on. I almost accidentally put one on, putting it on, and I was like, no, don't. All right. So,
Wait, where's the main room?
This is the room you were eating all the candy in.
Okay, I'm in the right place. Then.
This is actually their house.
Are you gonna eat
back.
more candy?
That looks like bananas.
Yeah, okay. Look,
It's
not
banana-shaped
actually
candy. Fuck off.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
fantasy
not
setting.
actually candy. I went and found. I was like, this needs like colorful shit, so it looks like there's candy around. So I went and found a greengrocer's, purchased, and created some tokens.
She didn't think the players were gonna be jackasses about it.
We've only just begun.
Yeah, she's friends with me. I don't know what to say.
So,
You did a good job.
as you rush in, Core, you see two locals, what you assume, or two people inside, and the woman who runs the store, Olivia. She's holding her hand. It's clearly been wounded. I better put some NPCs out as well. Where's my NPC? Darken made me. Here we go. Yeah, that's huge. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it just looks giant when I'm dragging it on.
Giant NPCs.
So there's like 3 NPCs. Where'd the last one go? Come
They're on top of each other.
Ah, thank you for telling me
Okay.
that. Perfect. So, they're actually all in, and they're
Behind the counter.
Yeah, they're behind the counter. This door's ajar though, and they're actually coming out of the door. This door here, back into the counter, and Olivia's holding her hand. She's injured. She's got a cloth over it. She's bleeding. And the 2 dudes are just picking up some crates and taking them back inside. And you can hear some banging and some screaming going on from somewhere in this room. A man screaming.
Where is Alfred? Core will stop him.
We put Alfred in the cellar, Olivia says.
Why would you do something like that?
'Cause he just stabbed me in the hand and he's babbling nonsense. We need to get a cleric to look
Where
at him.
did he come from?
From upstairs.
You put
It's
people in jail
magic
cells
word.
when they stab you,
Alfred's
not
my
in the
brother.
cellar. That's his little brother. Brotherly love.
Alfred's my brother.
All right, calm down. Let me take a look at that hand really quick. And he pulls
It's
out
not-
some bandages and a healing kit.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's not so bad, really. It is. It's nasty, but it's missed the tendons, so she's lucky.
Wait, your brother did that to you?
Yeah, he's babbling nonsense. I don't know what's going on, but I want to get a cleric to see him before the guard come if I can.
She could like a brother divorce.
That's not a thing.
Could be a thing.
Rook says as he kind of wraps the hand.
She thanks you, Rook. She says the guards are going to be here soon. I don't know what we're going to do.
Does Alfred make matching words?
He means,
Matching
does he
words.
rhyme?
I'm not certain. I hadn't paid close attention to what he was saying at the time. He came at me with a knife, but I think he has been reading some books of poetry recently. My brother's a wizard, so he deals in all kinds of strange, esoteric texts. I myself, I'm a much more practical person. I have no interest in.
Don't tell the guards he's a wizard.
Oh, the guards know. Our
Oh.
family's lived here for 300 years.
Ah. Well, your guards are very superstitious about wizards.
Yes, yes. I mean, we don't call Alfred a wizard. We call him a candymancer, but he is a wizard.
Candymancer.
Yes. He gets the magic from our mother's side. She was an elf.
Drugs. Been telling you guys this whole time. Drugs.
You may have something, Mr. Gnome. Is Alfred a threat to himself?
I mean, he could be, possibly. He seemed more like a threat to other people at the time. We've left him down there without anything sharp. I hope so, unless there was something sharp in the cellar.
How did he stab you then?
Oh, well, we took the knife off of him. It's in the kitchen.
Ah.
He got it from the kitchen. It's just our carving knife.
You're very lucky it didn't do more damage then.
I know. Yeah, I was just lucky that Peter and Simon were here.
Or we'll go to cellar.
Cor, you want to go to the cellar?
He's already on his way. As soon as he said it, he moved.
I think we might need to subdue your brother so that he doesn't hurt someone else. We will try to be
That-
careful though.
That seems like a good idea. Yes, so you head down to the cellar.
Bird being punched, and Core will subdue.
There's quite a few things packed on top of it. There's some crates and some barrels that you'll have to move, but you can hear someone banging on the bottom of it still.
Rook pulls out his bow and he brings sort of a strange arrow that has sort of a T-shaped end on it out and draws it just slightly as he kind of walks to the door.
So you start to head down the stairs, and the first thing you're greeted with is Alfred.
Okay.
He is standing there babbling, trying to bang his way out of the doors, and you open the door and take a step down the stairs, and there he is on the stairs.
Okay,
You
well
can
is he within 30 feet?
Yeah, he's within 30 feet of you for sure. He's right in
Okay.
front of you.
I'm going to use Perfect Strike,
Mhm.
and this does not do damage despite what it says, okay? But I'm using a trip arrow. So if I hit, he falls down.
Okay.
And the higher is the 24.
Nice. So that definitely hits our buddy Alfred, but he's just gonna get tripped.
He should fall prone. That's the
Falls
wording
prone.
officially.
Yeah, well, it's CMD's 14, so you got 24, so I guess he falls prone.
Dope.
You can make a perception check as you look down the stairs as well, where he falls backwards.
Core will do so.
Let's both do it. Just for old time's sakes.
Core wins.
You do. I have a great bonus. I cannot roll for shit on perception so far.
It's all the stupid around.
I'll move you guys
Oh, I didn't
down
realize.
here. We can assume you're standing in the kitchen somewhere off to the
I
side.
stand at the top of the staircase.
Okay. Core,
Innocent
behind
roll.
core. Sorry, both of you guys see that there's something else in there at the bottom of the stairs.
Core rushes at it.
Okay.
Oh, bloody hell.
Well, do you want to charge then? You can charge downstairs. No, he's prone in the way of you. You can't charge. But you can move and attack. If you want to move and hit, you definitely can do that.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Hold on, Core. We don't know what that is.
I punch it.
You punch it. So, what did you get on your roll to hit?
1 second. I have to do that.
Yep, we'll find out.
Please.
Apparently, I've had a lot of potions.
Nice. 24.
4.
Is your weapon magical?
No.
Yeah, so you
Oh.
punched him with your fist. It's not a magical fist.
No.
It
No.
passes straight through the creature, and you realize that the creature's like a wispy darkness, actually, that sort of only vaguely makes up a humanoid shape.
Core cannot punch ghosts.
Oh,
The time
fuck.
you realize you didn't buy ghost salt. Oh, God.
No, I just had like the worst fucking moment of deja vu because I'm like, I just enchanted her knives to do that. No, that's the wrong game, Darby.
Yeah.
Oh, I
When
also
you were
just,
asking me all those questions, I was like, how's she know about the... And then I realized, I was like, oh, she's talking about something completely different. Yeah, that's fine. We can talk about this.
Yeah,
do we
no,
need
this
to
is
roll
the
initiative?
watered
or-
down Asha.
Yeah, we do need to roll initiative now, for sure,
Okay.
when
Oh,
punched out
boy.
incorporeal thing.
Sexy no.
Make
Wait,
sure
that's
you click your
intelligence. Fuck.
Make sure you click your token before you click the initiative roll. That way it'll send it to the order tracker.
I did not.
Ah, that
Here
would
we
be
go.
awesome. But
Go
I'm
ahead,
keep
redo
back in a
it.
book anyway. Like the loser that I am.
I apologize for clicking intelligence first. Ironically, it was what I was lacking in that decision.
Okay. All right, so we've got Rook acting first on our order, followed by Asher, followed by Sexy Gnome.
I mean, you can pull up the list, can't you?
You just click the order tracker on the. It looks like a like.
Yeah, but I'm
template.
not using. I'm using a book for all of my GMing stuff with all of
Oh.
my notes. So I don't use this client to put my NPCs information anywhere. So
Okay.
that's not so great to me. Lugnuts, and then Lugnuts, you're at the very end. Both of them beat you. Sorry to tell you, but Alfred and the weird shadowy ghost beat Lugnuts. So, Brooke, you get to act first.
Okay.
Because these guys were definitely surprised by you guys.
Decisions. Can I see well enough to see the shadowy thing?
Yeah, you can just make it out. Like I said, you guys both rolled high enough perception to see that something else was in there, but
And Core says he can't punch it, so I know it's
Yeah.
not normal.
I say I
Exactly.
can't punch ghosts.
He
Well,
did say
that
that.
at least gives me some information. Okay, he's going to change to a lethal arrow, a durable arrow, and fire it at the thing.
Okay,
And yes, it is a magical weapon.
excellent.
It's a keen, and officially it is a seeking weapon, so it ignores concealment. Because yay.
Excellent. 18. That just misses.
Ah, shoot.
Very close though. Asha, what do you want to do?
Well,
You're upstairs and you've had all this commotion and something about ghosts.
I mean, it's safe to say her interest is piqued. So now, with a mouthful of candy, she's gonna kind of come peek at what's going on, and
She's gonna look down the stairs too.
I imagine so, assuming there's not a ton of people in the way.
Yeah, you can look down the stairs, but you're not going to be able to throw your dagger from up there at the shadowy, ghosty thing. You're only going to be able to, which Cora is fighting, you're only going to be able to throw your dagger at Alfred, who's knocked prone right now on the ground.
What's he up to? Is he like thrashing
He's-
around, or?
Yeah, he's trying to get back up, but Cora's right next to him. Probably going to slap him down with an attack of opportunity on his go when he tries that. But he's not in his right mind anyway. That's definitely what he's trying to do. And he is babbling, and you think that he might actually be babbling in rhyme. Can I have perception checks to everybody?
Do 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 do.
I just can't roll over 10 apparently.
Well, Asha and Rook, you guys can hear the frenzied whispering, gibberish whispering that Alfred's making. He's saying, Goblin Wood has creepy stairs and twisty tea tree thickets. Goblin men as shy as hares and chirpy brown as crickets. And he's just repeating that nonsense over to himself.
Asha's gonna just kind of walk down the stairs a little bit and just kind of squat next to this guy and listen to him better. Just, Cora seems to have this guy, Shadow Dude, under control, so she's just paying attention to him.
Or
So
maybe
Asha
not.
moves into the stairs. So Asha's now occupying that space in the middle of the stairs, and Alfred's at the very bottom. Sexy Gnome, it's your go. You've got a crazy guy mumbling gibberish, a shadowy thing, and
But
a devil and a
at
half
the
orc in
top
the
of
room.
the staircase, everything I have is just blocked, right?
Mm. You can move through friendlies, but I don't know if you and Asha are friendly. But Asha,
Yeah.
would you let
I
the
feel
gnome
more
walk
like
past you?
creepy than
How wide
anything.
are the stairs?
They're they're basically about 5 feet. So they're big enough for one person to come up and down.
No, I'm sorry. That's not allowed in the Book of Asha.
I'm just gonna be just like kind of flailing my head around, trying to look down the stairs to see like what's going on.
Yeah, you're pretty small.
Yeah.
So you can actually see quite easily, like
Yeah, it's all leg
between
and ass
Ash's
from my
leg.
point
Yeah,
of view,
like you
though.
can
Oh no,
see
Asha's squatted down. There's a big space above her head. She's like on the ground.
There you
Or
go.
on the
Okay.
stairs.
So you can see she's at your level actually. So she's
Yeah.
about your height level right now, Sexy Gnome. So you can see Alfred on the stairs, and you can see Core with the shadowy thing standing in front of him.
Hold on, let me check real quick. Shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass turn.
Yeah. All right, no worries. Core, it's your go again. What do you want to do with the shadowy thing in front of you?
Oh, clearly this fists didn't work, and yeah, with his axe then. Clearly that will work.
All right. Well, before you swing at it, can you make me a will save?
Uh,
No, you can't make a will save.
It's under defenses. Core.
I refuse.
I rolled it. It was a 15.
Okay. You fail that will save, and you don't actually get to make that attack because you find yourself fascinated by the strange babblings that you realize it's not just Alfred making, but the creature as well. And you're fascinated for 4 rounds, unless somebody can help you break that. So you never managed to make that swing. I'm sorry. It's
Oh, yeah.
then the creatures go, the shadowy creatures go. It's babbling away, and it reaches out with its tentacly incorporeal kind of hand things, and it touches you. Makes a touch attack against you. What is your AC?
My AC or my
Your
touch?
touch AC.
Touch is 12.
It hits you, and you take, ouch, 4 points of wisdom damage.
Ooh.
All right, I'm staying far away from that thing.
Maybe it makes sense a little bit why Alfred's babbling. So, after that, it's Alfred's go. He tries to get up. Now, Core's not a problem for him anymore, but Asher is. So as he tries to stand, he provokes an attack of opportunity from you, Asher. So you can stab him if you want with your knife. And you can choose to deal lethal or non-lethal damage to him. You want to
Just
deal...
out of curiosity, what does a non-lethal damage from a knife look like?
No, it means you like whack him around with the flat of your blade. Hit
Okay.
him in the
Pommel.
head with the hilt, you know. Just, you don't stab him through his kidneys like you usually would.
Yeah. Or in the
Well,
lungs or something.
Yeah, if he's abruptly trying to shove himself up, that is going to startle her. And
Yeah,
think-
just tell me if you're stabbing him with the pointy side or not the pointy side.
can I do non-lethal with the pointy side in the sense that the knife goes through like the collar of his shirt and into the ground to pin him there?
You want to call that kind of shot? Yeah, you can definitely do that, but you've got a negative to it, okay? It's a -4, so make your roll. We'll -4 from that, and we'll see if you hit. He's got a -2 right now anyway, because he's prone.
What am I rolling?
Your attack. Your stib stab attack.
Stib stab. All right, I can do stib stab.
Oh, what a time to waste your critical.
Wow.
Yeah, you pin him there on the wooden stairs, no problems. You shove one of your knives through the collar of his shirt, and he stays down and flails around and mumbles some more about goblin stairs. And Luck, it's your go.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna run.
You're gonna push past Asher and Alfred.
Do I get a fucking reflexive roll if they push
You can,
me?
yeah, you can make a reflex acrobatics check for me.
Mitch muted himself.
Yeah, you're not pushing to talk.
Sorry. Where is? Yeah, it moves the thing. Hang on. Oh shit!
Yep, you make a reflex save, Asher, because he definitely, as he tries to jump past you, almost potentially slams into you.
All right, what do I roll? Reflex?
Reflex, yeah. See if you can just jump out of the way. Yeah,
Nice.
you smoothly press yourself against the wall, and he goes flying past you and lands on Alfred. Alfred takes some damage from that because you're a heavy guy. So I'm gonna take note of that. Thank you.
Poor Alfred.
Yeah, poor Alfred indeed, man. Alfred's been getting fucked up.
Oh shit, Alfred. Should have got out of my way.
Alfred babbles at you. So that's your whole turn, unfortunately, because you didn't pass that acrobatics
alright.
check. I'm very
Tumble.
sorry. We're back to you, Rook.
Oh, I'm torn. How dark is the basement? Like dark?
It's like low light.
Okay. I mean, I'm not worried about being able to see. I'm worried about like. I'm trying to decide. Do I want to try to do something that would? I don't know if it would harm the thing. In fact, I don't even know honestly if it have any effect on an incorporeal being. So my options are limited. Don't necessarily want to give up my turn, but I also don't want to lose.
Well, you remember you can use one of the house rules. So if you want, you could use like a fast forward right now. So you can just wait till the end of everyone else's initiative and then take your turn.
Okay, I
So
do have one other question too.
Yep.
If you have something that has an effect that would typically have a radius, like within 10 feet has so-and-so effect, if you warn allies, do they suffer from the effect?
Well, if you warn allies and they don't go into the radius.
No, I mean, they'd most likely be in the radius.
Yeah, no. It depends on what the effect is.
It's a blind effect, not a damage effect.
It's okay. Asha's blind anyways.
Yeah, how does it blind them? If it's like some kind of big flash of light, they'll still get affected. If it's
Well, that's what I was saying. If I could warn them to cover their eyes.
Yeah, you can do that as a free action.
But would that have any
Face
effect
down
on them?
on the
They'd
ground
still
anyway.
have to pass the fortitude check.
They'd still have to pass it, but I'd give them like a +2 to their save for knowing about it.
Warn the.
Just do it. Just do it, man.
All right.
Just do it.
Having released the last arrow on his turn, he reaches into his pouch and pulls out a small glass vial and throws it at the ground in front of the phantom.
Right, so you throw it in front of the phantom. What happens?
And there's a bright flash of light, and not so much an explosion, but definitely as if there was a whoosh, a very quick flame shoots up, and a bright, almost pure white light reaches out as he warns them to cover their eyes. Then he does that.
Nice.
Is that magical at all?
No, it's alchemical. Does that count?
Potentially. What was the?
It's flash powder.
Flash powder.
Yeah. It is an alchemical weapon officially.
What? Yeah. What is the fort save these guys have to meet?
DC 13 negates, but it's only for one round.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at your acrobatics roll. I thought you guys. All right, excellent. Okay, so you guys both pass.
Trying to throw me under the bus.
The creature screeches, but it's hard for you to tell how it's been affected, mostly because there's not a lot to this creature, but wisps of shadow, and there's the vague idea of a person, and it's got sort of like a mouth that's moving and talking and something of a face, but yeah, there's no eyes or. It's hard to determine how it affected it.
Does it snap Core out of his trance?
Well, Core, you have to make a will save for that. I think that might actually. Let me double check the rules for that ability.
I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's how we do. We try to do like clever things that the dungeon master didn't think about. So she doesn't have it written down.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this. Yeah, it will. It will bust him out of that
Even
fascinate.
drawing a weapon.
Make a
does.
will save. Yeah. Even drawing a weapon
I
does.
didn't
That's
have a
right.
chance to. I tumbled.
Yeah, there you go. You're startled out of that fascination, Core.
Yay.
So you just sort of come to and like, what the hell?
Oh no, he comes to and he's angry.
All right, Asha, what do you want to do?
Cry. I just got bright light everywhere. Realistically, honestly, she's just gonna kind of sit on the steps and rub her eyes. She's sad now.
Sexy name. What would you like to do?
I want to try and burning hands. Well, I move forward a little bit, and
Yeah.
burning hands the ghost thingy.
Yep.
Thingamajiggy.
So that's
And
15-foot cone, right?
Oh man.
Motherfucker.
I thought it was. I'm not gonna try and do that if it was.
You've got Scorching Ray, which is a
Cone-shaped
ranged touch
burst.
attack.
Yeah, scorching ray.
So
I'll do
that can
instead.
target something specifically. I forget what else you have that targets.
No, I can just.
You can
scorching
turn
ray.
yourself invisible and just walk past Asha without her noticing.
No, that's a valid
It's a
tactic.
solid tactic, but I'm just gonna do scorching ray.
Okay, so roll to hit. I've made that ranged touch
Oops.
one for you because I'm a nice friend.
There we go. What? Huh?
Where is it?
I didn't see it. I didn't see nothing.
It's
that ranged
saying
touch?
this when I click it.
Oh,
Well, that's
Seems
good.
like-
Somebody's
I'm right
macro
on.
not working.
Uh-oh. Well, I can just roll a 20 and then
Yeah, we can just do it that way.
add a 3. But how do I roll a 20?
/R D20, right? 1
No,
D20.
/R space 1d20.
Yeah, there we go. So it's 11. Ew.
11, and that's to hit the touch AC. Yeah, don't look over at my screen, kid.
What is this?
You heard what
Inquisition?
it was. Yeah, man.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Thank you, Mitchell.
That misses its
You're
touch
welcome.
AC.
Okay.
Sorry. Your Scorching Ray slams into the wall. It seems to pass right through the creature. Core, you're back. You were fascinated for a while. You didn't get to hit because of it.
Well, now he's going to rage. He is angry.
Mm-hmm.
Rage, and then yeah, and just checking all his rage powers give him like claw and bite attacks. So
You're
he
just
hasn't
gonna
learned.
go nuts
Yeah.
on biting this incorporeal creature in front of you. Go for it.
Well, I'm gonna
Eats
try
the shadow.
attacks. What is it? I'm here. Let me just check. Beast Totem Lesser. I get 2 claw attacks. Considered primary and made at the full attack bonus. Blah blah blah. So I'll roll 2 of those.
Yeah, if you wanna, you can decide if you want to use your claws. Remember, your fist weapons weren't magical, so they didn't affect the creature last time. So you might want to use your bardiche instead.
Probably, but I don't think that. Yeah, that's not magical either. But he doesn't know that.
Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, use whatever you like. Just you can make a full attack though. So if you want to do 2 claws, that's fine. You don't
But-
have to move anywhere. You could even take a 5-foot step to the side to give more room for other people who might want to come and
It's a
join.
little close quarters.
And that's a free action, and you can still make 2 attacks if you want. But if they're not magical, they will just pass through it. So
At this point, he's angry. I mean, he's
Yeah,
lost.
I mean, I'm just saying
He's
you
not
can
thinking.
make the swings without rolling to hit if you want. Because if they're non-magical attacks, they will just pass through.
Well, they're not. They're rage powers, but I don't think those do. Those, I'm pretty sure those don't count as magic.
Yeah, no, magical would say it's magical. So, like a magic ability is like a +1 item, for example. So if you didn't put magic on your weapons or buy some magical fist wraps that give you +1 to hit and damage, you don't have magical stuff. You just have masterwork stuff.
Yeah, no, that's all I have. Yeah.
Yep.
But he's angry and he went into rage, so now he's just like he
Yeah.
has claws and he's swinging at the thing.
Yeah, he can swing away. His fist passed right through it, and it's go. It's really annoyed. You guys are messing up all of its plans. Lugnuts, make a will save.
Yeah. Wait, whoa.
But it
That won't-
misses with its attack.
Really?
Yeah, it somehow manages to miss your touch AC, because even GMs can roll ones.
They sure can.
That's fabulous.
But you are fascinated by the creature.
Oh,
Just like Core was a minute before. You're only
Awesome.
fascinated for 2 rounds.
this fucking ghost is awesome.
Alfred, realizing that he can't get up because of you, Asher, he actually rolls to hit you with a spell. You get an attack of opportunity as he starts muttering spell components. So he's obviously not crazy enough that he doesn't know how to cast his magic. You can make that attack of opportunity to stop him if you want. So
Yeah.
you roll to hit at him, and again, you can do lethal or non-lethal damage to the guy. But he is about to attack you. I will say that, I mean, he's crazy, but he's also attacking you. It's fair game. If you decide I'm going to stab this guy in the hand. I mean, he stabbed his sister in the hand, so
So, like,
it's fair game.
Brother divorce.
can I stab him in a location that is not lethal, but stab him with the pointy side?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Crit, he's dead.
No, I just.
Yeah, don't cut
I
him.
really am trying to restrain myself from stabbing him in the mouth. Because that's where the spell's coming from.
That's great, though.
I had a similar idea.
You know what? Fuck it, the knife is going in the side of his cheek.
Oh,
Poor Alfred.
Ouch.
He shouldn't be muttering horrible things at me.
she's not wrong.
Yeah, well, he's going to learn that valuable lesson ever gets sane again. All right, roll to hit him.
Is that the stib stab?
Stib stab, yep. And he's going to roll a concentration check, which he fails. So he loses that spell. He doesn't get to cast it. And you deal... Oh, no, you don't hit him.
Oh!
You only rolled a 12.
I was like, 12's pretty low.
I was looking at the will save, I was looking at 14 up there. I was like, oh, yeah. But, yeah, he is on the ground with his -2. That's why she would have hit with a 14. But, oh, I'm sorry, you don't hit him. Somehow, he dodges out of the way of you. Even though he just jerks his head out of the way. And he finishes casting his spell at you. And you take 4 damage as a candy cane shaped missile flies at your
Oh boy. Do I just take that right out of my HP?
Just take it right out of your HP. That was a magic missile.
Well, that's exciting.
Lug nuts, you're fascinated, bro. Brooke, it's your go.
Save us all, Jay. We're all
I'm
incompetent
sorry, I'm
children.
looking up something. Ellie, flurry of blows. Same target, can be separate targets.
That's right. They can be separate, so you just have
They
to
can
tell
be
me.
separate. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You just have to
Um,
tell me, make it really clear. Be like, my first attack is going against this guy, and my weaker attack is going against this guy when you're doing it.
Okay, he's gonna pull two. He's gonna pull out 2 arrows and knock one and hold the other in his hand, and he's gonna kind of close his eyes and focus himself. And he kind of leans around the doorway, and his first shot is at the Phantom.
First shot at the Phantom.
God, I cannot roll tonight.
Yeah, you missed that Phantom again.
That's all right.
It goes right through it.
And the second shot is a tangle shot arrow, which is like a tanglefoot bag, but smaller. At Alfred.
And it's only going to affect his 5-foot space.
Mm-hmm. That's all tangle shot does.
Excellent. So that hits Alfred. Alfred, does he get to make a reflex save or no?
He does.
It's just
Hold on.
tangled.
It's
Oh, he
DC,
does?
it's DC 10 reflex save or DC 12 strength check or
It's okay.
10
I
points of
rolled a
slashing
2.
damage.
I rolled a 2 on his little
Okay.
reflex save there. So he's
So
tangled.
he's tangled. He is
He
glued
is.
to the wall, literally.
Yep. He can't move anymore. Can't move his hands to cast spells. Asha, it's your go.
What did I take a candy cane to?
The
My
to your
face?
face. Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't a real
cool.
candy cane. It was a magical candy cane. It just looked like a candy cane. It was like a
don't-
punch.
I don't imagine that the damage is magical and in my head.
Now the damage feels pretty real.
That's good.
Fake news damage.
Well, fuck. The thing is, I literally have nothing to combat Mr. Shadow Man. So,
Spit at it.
I
I'm not
can't
gonna
hit
spit
anything.
at it. I think Asha's just gonna be pretty done with this. A candy cane to the face was a big turnoff. So she's just gonna kind of evasively go back upstairs. You guys
Not
can.
really into that.
She's not into the whole projectiles in your face,
Asha
bright
makes a
lights
full
flashing.
withdrawal. Full withdrawal. She gets behind Rook and Sexy Gnome. And Sexy Gnome, it's your go. The stairway is now free for you.
Oh yeah.
And Alfred's glued to the wall.
Alfred is glued to the wall, so you can step over him as well if you.
Yeah, I can totally get in.
Asha's
range.
nursing her
time.
face.
Go for that original burning hands without.
Well, you might want to take a step or 2 back because, well, you're gonna hit your friends with that burning hands.
Well,
They
if I
gotta
was a
make
step
reflex.
forward, would I not? It's a
I
cone.
think that would work. That would
Yeah.
work. Directly in front of you should only hit the one square, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's no other squares for it to hit. There's just wall. You know what I mean?
Blast back and burn us on the sides.
If anything, it's just extra. It's like double burning because there's.
Yeah,
Close
you
enough.
guys. I would just. All right, you make your burning hands back.
All right.
And Lugnuts is the only person who really potentially wouldn't be able to get out of the way because Core's got plenty of space. Lugnuts
Stupid
is,
sexy gnome.
I gotta
Lugnuts is
type
standing
right.
there looking at
How
the,
high can
R.
Lugnuts jump?
1d12. That work? Yep. Holy shit.
You don't have to roll, man. They got to roll a reflex save.
Oh, they gotta roll a
Yeah.
reflex?
Oh,
You're just laying down a cone of attack, basically, and they
Oh,
have to
yeah,
try to avoid
okay.
it.
Then
Yeah, like, you know what? Their reflex save ain't that great, and I only rolled this.
or
What are they got to beat? Yeah, what is it? I'll look on your character sheet.
hold on.
There we go. Just yeah.
Hold on.
Sexy gnome.
Sexy no.
No, I need to know what the save is because from him, like what my guys have to beat, not you guys.
Yeah.
Burning hands. 16. Ah, it fails.
Fuck it.
So you get to do that damage.
Oh, fails.
No.
Sorry, I was I understanding it the other halfway.
Yeah, no, it
Dope, dope,
fails.
dope.
It's save.
So roll damage.
Yeah.
And that is 1d4 per caster level. Maximum 5d4. So 5d4.
Nice.
Mm.
Numbers.
Yeah. It looks like that does actually affect it. Some of the shadow seems to burn away, and it lets out a really loud and unhappy screech. Core, it's your go again. You're angry, you're raging. What do you want to do?
Yelling back at it as it yells.
Yeah, you're babbling back at it.
That's all I can do. I mean,
We are ill
Yell louder.
yeah. It's yelling now. I'm yelling louder. Still swiping at it.
It's go again, and it's surrounded by you guys. But it's just gonna. Core is the one getting the most up in its face. So. Oh, I forgot to get you to make a will save before you attacked it. I won't retroactively make you do that, sexy gnome. That's my bad. Core, you, though, it's going to attack you because you've been being a bit rude to it.
You're not actually doing damage, you're just fucking obnoxious.
Yeah. Oh, ouch. He takes another 2 wisdom damage from you as his cold tentacle comes through your body. How you looking, wisdom-wise? You starting to feel pretty dumb, Core?
It's horrible. I only had 11. Now it's -6, so I'm at like 5.
Yeah, this is rough. You guys, you might need to get some help with Core. Alfred can't do anything. He's pinned. And Lugnuts is still fascinated because nobody helped him out, but the Scorching Ray would have broken you out of it, actually. You're not fascinated. You can act now. What do you want to do?
It's all good.
Yeah?
Press push to talk.
Press push to talk.
What's holding that?
It's not working.
How about now?
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that ghost with my axe.
Yeah, you can make a full round attack if you want, so you can hit with both ends. You hit it once.
Thank God.
I'm gonna chop straight for the smoke.
Yeah, but that side of your axe isn't magical, is it?
Nah.
Nah, so just shit.
Oh, fuck.
None of us really came prepared, to be honest.
I
Rook-
did. I just
Yeah,
can't roll
Rook's-
high enough to hit it.
Yeah, Rook's really prepared. He's just failing. But as you can see, the AC to hit is 19.
Why don't we just turn on the basement lights? I feel like a shadow can't survive that.
This is a medieval setting. There's no light switch.
Just flick the switch!
Somebody light a lantern quick.
Yeah, just throw it at him. It's fine.
I mean, I
What do
have
you
a
want to do,
sunrod.
Rook?
Well, I mean,
Well, Sunrod is like a daylight spell, isn't it? No,
Yes.
no. Oh, it is? Yeah,
Technically.
that's-
but it can't increase it past normal ambient like daylight. So you can't like make it brighter than that. So it's, I think a daylight spell can. This just
yeah.
brings the room to normal light.
I see.
So as much I do have sunrods, but God, I wish I had the equipment trick for it because I'd embed it in the motherfucker. So I'm just gonna shoot, and maybe eventually I'll roll over a 10. We'll see.
Let's do it. Let's try hit this.
There we go.
Hey, what are you? 11
Rolled a
points of damage.
19. Sadly, that's not my crit
Finally.
range.
Finally, you get this allop with one of your arrows, and you can see that it damages. So kind of manages to stick in it for a second. I mean, it doesn't stand it forever because it's incorporeal, but it definitely hurt it. The creature screams pain again. And then, Asha, it's your go. What do you want to do?
Go home. Asha's gonna get another handful of candy and continue nursing her horrible face now because she's effectively useless and she has been disheartened by this encounter.
Sexy gnome.
Well, feel like I should just do it again. The burning hands.
Yep. Smash him.
Smash him. I mean, it's on your roll.
It is. Why do I roll a 2 every single time for this creature's reflex save? Yeah, please let that cat out. Yeah,
Two.
so roll your damage. Doesn't even need to roll that high to beat your save. Oh, look at that. But this is good because I was starting to worry that this was going to be a total party wipe because no one was going to be able to do any damage.
No, Rook would have run away.
Ghost.
So,
Yeah, Asha's going home. It's you three fucks down in the basement who are gonna get wiped.
Core Lugnuts and Sexy Gnome are going to get wiped out by the crazy guy and the ghost.
Rook and Ash are just like, so what do you want to do today?
It's
I don't
starting,
know, I've got 2 pockets full of candy. You wanna split it?
it's starting to look as unhappy as a shadowy phantom person can. Like, you guys have dealt a fair bit of damage to it now. And it's angry. Core, you're still mad and shouting at it, I assume?
Yep.
Yep.
Becoming less and less coherent as time goes on.
Joining the creature in its babbling. It's the creature's go. It really wants you to stay and be its friend and babble with it forever, Core. So, and I always roll enough to hit Core's touch AC. Ow. Core, take another 2 points of wisdom damage. How are you looking, buddy? How's your wisdom looking?
3.
Someone might want to worry about Core at
We're
some
gonna
point.
institutionalize him.
I mean, I
after
can
this.
coup de grace him if you want. What do you want us to do?
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
got fucking knives, man. I don't have shadow fighting, smartening
a
kill
healer.
stuff.
I think,
No
I think
one's
it's
a
coup de
healer.
grace.
It is coup de grace, but you know what?
It's
It's all
1:29
good.
a.m.
Yeah, I told Jay that it wouldn't go past 1, and it already has.
Oh fuck!
Liar.
I'm sorry.
Lug, it's your go. Yeah, give it a go. Try and hit this time, buddy. Hey, what do you know? You do manage to hit him with both attacks, but only one of them actually does any damage to it, which was the first one.
Yeah, it's pretty good damage.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's looking really fucked up.
Ghosts look really fucked up.
Yeah, it's just looking really tattered and more see-through than usual.
More see-through than usual.
Yeah,
Much more
Rook.
transparent.
Yeah, you can tell. You've got a really good vision of it, Sexy Gnome. You're right in front of it there.
Shouldn't its AC get higher the more transparent it gets?
I like to think of it as you're beating it back into the ethereal plane.
Technically, its concealment should go up, not its AC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rook, your go.
You guys are nerds.
I'm going to shoot it again, prayerfully.
Yeah.
Don't use that
Go,
N-word
go,
on
shoot
me.
it, Rook. Yeah, you hit it.
Not for much damage, but I do hit it.
Yeah, but now it's like, yeah, but I mean, it was already looking pretty fucked up. It looks like it's on its last legs. Asha, what do you want to do?
Do they have band-aids at this store? She's really worried about her face right now, primarily.
Well, luckily for her, magic missile doesn't like cause any bleeding or anything. So actually, she's just got the dull feeling of a bruise that's beginning to form.
It's her pride that was damaged.
She can get she can go see Olivia and gets a cold steak or something to put over it to help it.
No, she's not gonna go draw attention to the fact that she has been slowly emptying their inventory into her pockets.
Especially because she already got kicked out.
Yeah. She's just
Sexy
trying to be really
gnome.
inconspicuous at this point.
Sexy gnome, it's your turn.
I only got really one trick up my sleeve, and it's burning hands.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, sorry. This time it passes its reflex save. Finally. That time rolled a 17. Cord, you gonna stay?
Touched the Esper.
You gonna stay?
Corey's less angry and more confused now, so he just starts wandering around.
Good idea, Cord. Move out of its range.
He's
It
actually
takes an
forgotten where
attack
he
of
is.
opportunity as you move away from it.
That was
Because I
dirty.
told you. Yeah. It misses though. But it does want to be friends with you forever, Core. Forever and ever and ever. You babble really good. It's go now. It's gonna hit at sexy gnome.
Uh-oh.
So make a will save for me.
Uh-oh.
Because it hits your touch AC.
Boop, boop, boop. Core. Can I just click it?
Yep, I believe so.
Oops.
Let's go with the one. Let's go with the one.
That's beautiful. None of these are actually your will save, are they?
Well,
Yes.
it's 1 plus 9. Wait, no. Oh, I'm stupid.
Wait,
I'm
just
clicking
hit the
wisdom.
will.
I'm-
Yeah, hit will.
Holy shit.
Hey, 21, you
Nice.
pass. So
Holy
you,
shit.
you feel
Willful
the
little gnome.
coldness come through you, but you don't take any wisdom damage from it.
Dope.
Alfred can't do anything. He just babbles more. Lug, it's your go.
Well, I don't have anything except for my sexy armor and an axe. I can't gag that guy anyway, so I'm gonna swing out the ghost again.
Yeah, go for it.
Go
Nice.
so tanky.
2 hits. You
Well, one hit.
Lugnuts wipes the creature out.
Uh-oh.
Thank God.
Does he have a
Whoa.
finishing strikes?
No, he
Maybe
just about slips his axe out of his hand by accident and stumbles over a bit and goes, "Oh shit! Fuck, there's not much to him, eh?"
So the ghostly creature disperses, and after a couple of moments, Alfred sort of seems to come to again,
I'm gonna go pick up my axe.
as if he'd been asleep this whole time. He looks really confused. Why am I stuck against the wall? What's going
Because
on?
you're being an asshole, Alfred.
What are you talking about? I was no, I wasn't. I was just
Listen,
Hope I
do
didn't
people
break any-
regularly get glued to walls where you come from?
no, not at all. Where's my sister?
You stabbed her and she ran upstairs.
I would never stab my sister.
Okay, again, look at the fact that you're glued to a wall. There are strange circumstances going on, and try to calm down.
I demand someone get
I will
me
glue
off
you
of
to the
this
wall again if you don't calm down.
Does anyone want to help out Cole, who's he's wandering around the cellar, he's banging into things, he's drooling a little bit from his mouth. So does anyone want to help out Cole?
Wait, why is
There's
he?
too many people in the way.
I thought
Sasha
he
can't
got
be fucked.
disenchanted with that. Like, why is he wandering?
Oh no, he's got wisdom damage,
Yeah.
man. Someone's gonna
Does anyone?
get
He's
restoration
got a
for
case of
this
the
guy.
stupids.
He does.
He got
Sounds
hit
good.
with the fucking shadow stick of brain
I'm gonna
damage.
go wrangle
Can he just
Core.
nap it off?
Yeah, I'm gonna go wrangle Core.
You remember that the governess, Lugnuts, the governess did tell you guys to come and see her if you needed anything.
Yeah,
so maybe
no.
she'll help you with
I'm gonna
stupid.
wrangle Core and take him back. He's still wandering.
All right, Efford.
grapple.
Let's see if we can think about what happened. Were you using any magic recently?
Yes, of course. I use magic all the time when I'm making the candy and
Let's focus
in
it down.
private
Did you do
studies.
anything that would involve a phantom being of some sort?
no, nothing like that.
It's candy euphemism for drugs.
No, it's just candy.
Rook kind of points to Sexy Nomi, says it, and kind of nods like, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, your house is shaped like a very strange triangle, so we had to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't build the house, obviously. My great grandfather built the house.
I like the house.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Yeah,
I
you
like
shot
house.
her in the face with a candy cane. So, you want to think back about what you were doing
I'm
just before
sorry,
you...
I have no recognition of doing that. I don't remember that at all. The last thing I remember doing was reading through some notes, some poems that were written by my ancestors.
Right. Would the Off-Whites by any chance have come across these poems as well?
The Orthwites.
Yes.
Make a sense motive check.
Oh, I'm bad at these.
Everyone can make it. Everyone who's
Awesome.
there, Sexy Gnome, Asha, everyone who's there with Asha can make the sense motive check.
Oh,
Or-
good. I've got stuff in it. Oh.
I have a +8. I rolled a 3, for God's sake.
I have a 10.
Sexy Gnome,
That was a 0.
Motherfucker.
he knows something about the Orthwites. You can tell he knows something about the Orthwites.
Something wrong, Mr. Gnome?
He's see the way he look around?
No, I hadn't noticed that.
Yeah.
Do you think he knows something and he's not saying it?
I'm gonna like get in his face and kind of like point at like a part of his eyebrow. Be like, see the way that moved?
Yeah.
I saw the way that moved.
That's
He looks pretty intimidated right now, to be honest. Like he's stuck to the wall.
Wait, how does he point? How did he get up close enough?
I just want to be like like full extended
Here's the
arm.
bit.
Here, Rook,
Understood.
Rook, will you please pick me up so I can point at this man's eyebrow?
I imagine you can just pick one of the arrows up off the ground and just point at it.
Pointed with the arrow. So he puts an arrow against Alfred's eyebrow. Alfred definitely looks intimidated now.
So,
Does anybody want to make an intimidate check?
Do we need to?
I'm sorry, our intimidator is currently running into walls. He'll get back to you later.
Oh wait, I can intimidate. I'll come back.
And say,
Well, who's gonna
I
have
got
to go?
intimidate. No, Core's gonna. I'm dragging him with me, and using
He's
his.
fine.
He's gone. No, I can't keep him with me. He's too hard.
I'm gonna roll a diploma.
Poor Core.
There you go.
We
I
get
wanna
a
see the
leaf for-
intimidation.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Okay.
32. I'm gonna be like, come on now, bro. I really don't want to have to hit you.
Alfred looks really afraid and he says, okay, all right, it was an accident. I was looking through some of my grandmother's old notes and I found a summoning ritual and I didn't know what was going to happen. And then before I knew it, that crazy horse was here. And I managed to get rid of it. But I
Where's your
think it went
kids?
through the Orthwites. I don't have any kids.
No, the Off-White kids. What happened to them?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
what about
don't know what happened to.
Okay. Are you the one that made the scratches on the door?
No, I think that would be the horse thing that I summoned.
Horse thing?
I don't know how else to describe it.
You're reading books and you don't even like have technical terms?
I've never seen something like this before.
So, we're gonna need that book.
It's upstairs.
Or we are...
It's not a book. It's just a summoning ritual. It's just a poem you have to read, and you have to draw something in the hoarfrost on the ground at midnight, and then
And you're just doing this?
Yeah,
I
that
just-
sounded like a good idea at the time.
well, I just was experimenting with
Just
conjuration
experiment.
magic. Shut up, sorcerer. What would you say?
Whoa.
So,
Hey, hey, you leave my short friend alone.
I'm a friend.
so
No
Asha
need for
has
that.
taken it upon herself to just look. What do I roll to find a book in a giant
Yeah.
house?
Sorry, upstairs is Alfred's room. If you ask Olivia to tell you where it is, she'll tell you. You can go up there and you can just make a perception check to search to see if you can find what he's talking about. Yeah, you can find what he's talking about.
Or not feel bad.
We're not bad.
Can someone please put him on a leash?
Where is-
I don't have any rope.
Okay. Here we go. Here's what you find.
Dope.
Well,
Oh.
Asha's not going to read it out
Oh,
I like
loud.
this
'cause
touch.
Gotta read that one.
This is cool.
But there's text beneath. You can
What
just
kind of
scroll
stains
down.
are those?
Candy stains.
Probably drugs.
So Asha's just gonna kind of look over this and just go, huh. And then take it and walk back down. And just go, there's a book. I found a book.
Yeah, here's this paper. She shows you guys. You all see it. And you show Alfred, who's still against the wall. And he says, "Yep, that's the one.
I'm
Just
sorry.
You're a symbol."
Cora's
we need to-
leaving.
I think we need to point out that according to the Pathfinder SRD, Core currently has the wisdom score equivalent of a fungus.
Yeah, sorry.
Just
Crazy.
wondering.
Thank you, Locust, for pointing that out.
Trees
Someone
are
please go
smarter
get
than
that fungus.
Core. That's why I've been saying, you guys sure you want to leave him like that? Just
Hang on.
unattended.
Hang on,
Olivia will
don't-
look after him.
No, Asha's gonna put the book down and go, just poke this animal that's fungus, man.
Yeah.
She's just gonna follow like
Fungus,
10 feet behind him and poke him.
So,
Okay, Alfred.
You brought it back for us to read it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, she
I set
did.
it down on the
Eh,
top of the stairs.
Sexy Gnome's gonna read it, and then we'll look back at Alfred again and be like, the third line says the dead return.
Yeah, you can't have done this just thinking, oh, this is a conjuration spell. It literally talks about the horse of frost, star horse, white horse of the sea.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
I
don't-
thought
don't
it was
say
some kind of ice elemental. I was going to
You
summon
wanted
it
to summon
the
an ice ele-
festival.
Oh, God. You know, I don't know what the law is. I'm new here, but where I come from, if people did this, they would be considered responsible for the deaths of the people that died. So,
I don't know
yeah.
what I don't know what the law is about this either, because I didn't actually expect it to work. I'm only a level 3 wizard, okay?
what?
Wait, do they
does
know
that
their
mean?
levels in this canon? 'Cause
Rook,
that's-
Rook leads
What does
over
that
to know
mean?
what's a level.
I don't know. Height?
Yeah, well, I'm a level 5 hunter, and that
That would make
that doesn't mean
Gnome a
anything.
level 1.
This is too meta.
I accidentally closed the.
Seriously, are there any more
Oh
of
wait,
these?
I see it. Never mind.
Is there anything about Herbert and Sherbert?
I
Actually,
mean,
out of character, I take that back. I wouldn't have known that phrase. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's 1:45. I'm trying to remember what I heard and what I haven't.
Yeah.
it's all good. He says there was just the one.
Just
It was just the one, and he did it, and he summoned it, and it was going to attack him, but it kept speaking to him in rhyme, so he just spoke to it back in rhyme, and it went away.
that's a
Do you remember the rhymes?
I just made up my own rhymes. Do I remember the rhymes that the horse thing said? Some of them. There was definitely one about goblins and stairs, and there was another one. Something about the weather is fair, the wind is good. Up dame on your horse of wood. I don't really remember though. I just tried to think of words that rhymed with wood.
Scratch my head, looking a little bit puzzled.
Right. Well, you hang out. We're gonna investigate a little more.
Can you get me down from here?
No.
Well,
Rook
call your
leaves.
sister. Call your sister then. Family can deal with that.
The third line was dead return.
Dead.
Did a
Yeah.
ritual you didn't think would happen.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna work. I thought it was just
And
silly
when
thing.
confronted with something, you just rhyme back at it.
Yeah, well, it seemed like the thing to do. It was rhyming a lot.
I'm questioning who raised you.
Actually, you know, my father died when I was quite young.
There you go. There you go.
This is getting too deep. Time to leave. I didn't sign up for a therapy session.
So
Bye,
going.
man.
Alfred
stuck to the
stays
wall.
stuck to the wall. Yep.
Oh yeah, we leave him to the wall. He stays
Yeah,
there.
sure.
That is the
Olivia-
lawful, neutral thing to do.
I think he's gotta go to the bathroom or something.
He's already relieved himself a few times in the past, 6 minutes, I think.
I don't like that.
He calls back up the stairs and says, "If you let me down, I'll do it again. I'll summon it again, and you can talk to it."
That's
Rook
Oh.
just sort of turns around the corner. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I put my hand on Rook and I'm like, but kinda not at the same time.
But what? Why? What?
Well,
Well, you guys
we
discuss it.
figured
I'm gonna
it
go
out.
to the bathroom really quick.
It was this guy. We'll just take him back.
What? Why would we want an ice elemental that speaks in rhymes and drives people crazy to come back here?
For fun.
I don't know. Cold case. Wink.
Asha kicks the gnome down the stairs.
See, this is when you need the roll with it feat.
We've also lost one of our party members.
saying,
He's
I don't know-
completely fucked off.
I don't know what you know about this, but like the only thing we can confront to see where the missing people are is the thing that we can summon, right?
Yes, I realize that, but at the same time, it's not like we're gonna get an answer out of it that
I mean,
makes
we can
any sense.
summon- We can summon like some other kind of elemental and see how it feels about missing children.
Can we not summon things randomly? That's what started this problem, isn't it?
I'm using sarcasm to show that the only thing useful is to summon that one.
Now you've explained it and it's not funny.
Yeah, I like killing jokes.
All right. I really don't want to unstick him from the wall. I think he should stay there for at least a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Think about what he
Then
did.
hold up the book and let him
Definitely-
read it from
definitely
where
agree.
he is.
Definitely agree about that.
We don't want to summon it in the basement, do we?
Well, we probably can set up a trap.
You can close the door to the basement if we don't like it.
I mean, if
a
we
horse
got
can get in
poetic,
there.
we broke his house a bit.
No, we don't. First of all, just because he did something doesn't mean the rest of the family deserves to suffer. That's not fair to them. I mean, his sister already got stabbed in the hand, and she didn't do anything.
Yeah, but
So did we decide what we're gonna
she's
do? Are
also
we
part of
gonna?
this. She's
We're
also
gonna hold up the book while he's
I
stuck
don't
to the
trust
wall
this
so
man.
he reads a spell, and then if the thing that he summons down in the basement is something we don't like, we just shut it down there with him and walk away.
We have not decided that.
Well,
Asha has
alright.
decided that.
Well, Asha can go do it, but we're leaving.
We're excited that wandering into
Alfred does say,
is the
he
best
needs to
idea.
draw the sigil on the floor as well. It's not just speaking the words. So
Right, it
Asha
has to be in the
does.
hoarfrost too, which is not in the
Yeah.
basement.
you have to go outside to do it.
Which, if we're gonna go outside, I think the trap idea is a decent one.
pretty
I have
okay.
skills related to traps. I could maybe be useful.
Sure.
You got any
That was
other-
out of character.
We got any other ideas?
No.
I don't like the idea either.
Well, first we should probably find out where Core is and mop up the drool.
Yeah, dealing with core might be a good idea. Also, I know it's getting pretty late for you, Jay. Are you cool
I'll
to
just
keep
keep
going?
going.
Okay. All right. So you guys are gonna deal with core. How are you planning to deal with core? What's the plan? Where is core?
piece
Asha
of-
just points in the general direction that he wandered off
So
in.
what was it that gave him the dumbs? He got struck by the ghost?
He did. The ghost drained his wisdom.
Yeah. I don't think I have any wisdom granting.
No, we're gonna need to see it. We're gonna need to take him to someone.
Yeah, let's go see a doctor.
Yeah, there are clerics
And
in
by that I
the
mean
city.
cleric.
You can take him to a cleric. Does anybody
Rook.
have a god they worship that go visit that god's cleric or whatever?
My deity is listed as odd numbers. Do you think they can help?
Oh,
I don't know.
Depends on
I
your
don't know
role.
if there's a church of odd numbers here up north.
I don't know. Look, I see 3 buildings and 2 of them have 3 sides.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's the X-File music?
Rook is going to reach into his pack and pull out a trail ration and kind of like approach Core with it. Come on. Come on this way. Come on. Nummies, nummies.
The wisdom of a fungus, you probably could just like guide him with light.
Don't want to give it to him because he might choke on it. Come on. Come on, Core, follow me.
Come photosynthesize in
No,
this
no.
direction.
Don't leave your axe there. Come on. We'll find someplace dark and moist. Come on.
So you guys eventually take Core to see a cleric or Lugnuts, you remember the governess did say she'd help, so maybe she'll front you guys for a restoration to help get Core back to not
How
being
much-
retarded.
How much
Oh,
is restoration?
we
How much is
need
the
him.
copay?
It is about 1,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Uh,
This is up north.
Well,
What happened?
do we have
Shouldn't
to?
this be a liberal bureau or something like that?
How much gold do I even have?
Totally
Well,
gonna
you
be,
can
man.
find
That stuff
someone
might
to
not
if you can
totally
find
get
someone to act the spell for you. If you can be nice enough to people in town to get them to do it, you could probably do a donation of like 300 gold pieces, and they do it for you.
Yeah, this person's dumb. Can you guys please?
Please, the humane thing to do is to help.
Hearing all the cost, Rook is just kind of going, like literally beak open, a gasp, and eventually he just walks over to Core and says, "Core, you still swing axe good?"
Swings his axe at him, then I guess.
Rook
God
steps out of
swings
the
his
way.
axe at Rook.
Roll initiative. we're now fighting the
Did
retard.
anyone actually get Alfred off of?
No, we left
No.
him there because we
Left
need him later.
there.
Listen, he's a criminal in my eyes. That is both
Yeah,
the
if-
lawful and the
if he-
neutral thing to do.
If he gets off the wall, he might summon another, like, I don't know, Sharknado
He's a
or
threat
something.
to himself and others.
Everyone in up north is a threat to themselves.
Well, don't tell us that.
I can tell you that now that you're already here. All right, so you're gonna
Three
go
months.
back to the castle, I guess. Take Rook there or Core there. Rook, you can take Core. You're the only one who seems to be able to get responses from him.
It's the food.
Yeah,
Or the
must
light.
be.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to-
if
I'm trying
someone
to-
can make a diplomacy to find a cleric and see if they can get them to cast it for cheaper, lessen the cost.
No, I wanna. What was the leader of this town again?
Nikki Saint, Governess Nikki Saint.
governess, yeah. She seemed like I haven't met her though, so I guess
She
I have to
seems
like
like,
in
but I
character.
haven't met her.
I'm still speaking out of character, okay?
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, you think that because we're trying to help them, we could maybe like get the governess to maybe help or something. I don't know. Think this should be like a fronted cost, right? I mean, we solved part
Yeah.
of the mystery.
Well, we should
I
probably
think it
go.
was
Yes.
1,000 gold for just figuring out what's going on, and 5,000 for fixing it. She never said there was a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, she
we
didn't
got-
say she'd cover. She didn't say she wouldn't cover expenses.
Yeah, I mean, I
We
feel
do
like
have
it's
a
worth
verbal
trying to
contract.
see if she can like be like convinced.
Verbal contract.
We should go over there and see what she thinks. I'm just like
All
stupid.
right.
Yeah, let's drag this boy over there.
Yeah. So you guys drag Core back to the castle.
Okay, using my 50 feet of string and a fishhook, I'm just going to drag the training ration behind me because I got
Yep.
tired of holding up and walking backwards.
Yep. So you guys managed to do that, and what do you tell the governess?
Sorry.
Rook just looks over at Asher like, "No, that's not what we're here to say."
What are you
Sorry.
sorry for?
Nothing. I
young
don't know
lady?
why she
We
said that.
found the source of the horse.
The source of the horse?
Yeah,
I
right.
don't
God,
know
now
if
I'm
I like the
conscious.
sound of horse sauce.
No, not too much rhyming, guys. I don't know how this magic thing works.
I'm sorry.
but-
Anyway, Alfred of the candy place, he summoned the horse.
You should
He
probably
claims
lock that guy up.
accidentally. We've currently got him glued to a wall, but we may need his help later in resummoning the horse.
Oh my
'Cause
goodness.
that's the only
I am not comfortable
following
with
we
being
have.
inside all these other people. Get me out. Which one am I? There we go.
But on top of that, we may have discovered something that has been causing the babbling. It seems that there's an incorporeal being that attacks people and sort of leaves them in a befuddled state, like our friend, associate, walking mushroom core here.
He's got bad
Oh,
tasting Dums. Have you
goodness.
seen the Dums?
Yeah, he's what he was a little more coherent when I met him earlier.
Yes, well, I can't say that I know Core particularly well, but this is not typical.
She watches
was-
while Core bumps into a couple of walls on
And
the
yeah-
end of his fishhook blade that you've jerry-rigged for him there. I'm sure we can find someone to with your friend, but what do you mean summon the horse back? How could a horse on its own have taken 3 people? And where
Well,
did it take them?
That's what we don't know. Unfortunately, Alfred doesn't seem to recall exactly what happened, but apparently he was practicing some conjuration spells.
Yes. Mother was a renowned conjurer, so that makes sense.
Yes, well, he may be responsible for the deaths of at least 3 people at this point, so...
Yeah, the guy,
think
the
that
third
maybe
line
not a
said
good
something
legacy.
about death.
It talks
guy
about the
was just
dead
like-
returning.
Turning into what?
That's a good question.
Well, we'll deal with your friend, Gore, and
Dope.
we'll...
You may want to try the same effect on Mrs. Offwhite.
Well, we did actually already try magical names, and it didn't help Mrs. Othwhite, but is Core rhyming, though?
No,
Core's
he's
not
mostly
rhyming.
walking
He's
into
just
walls, but
dumb.
Alfred was rhyming.
But Alfred was rhyming. That's interesting.
I want to add that they don't think Core's rhyming. He's just doing it very poorly in Orchid.
The thing that we
Core-
encountered seemed to be hiding in shadow and slightly incorporeal. Is there some place that Miss Offwhite could be moved that doesn't perhaps have as much shadow?
That's a bit tricky this time of year, but we'll have a look around the grounds and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can move her from the guest house into the main castle. Keep her surrounded by candles or something.
I would recommend sun rods. I don't think
Yeah.
candles would provide sufficient light.
All right. Well, we can definitely do that with Mrs. Orthwaite. So what are your plans with summoning the beast?
Well, first we have to unglue Alfred from the wall.
Yes, and where will you summon the beast?
Not inside town.
Excellent. Very good. I'm pleased to hear that, she says.
The plan is to set a trap of some sort.
A trap.
An ambush, if you will.
I see. Well, if there are any resources that we could make available to you, we'd be happy to do so. If you're
whatever
certain
you think
that
you have
this
that
beast,
would, like, I don't know, maybe entrap something so we can interrogate it. I don't know really what we're about to summon.
How do we interrogate a
Cage.
horse?
I don't know. Someone could speak horse.
Big cage.
We get other horses to try to talk to it. Horses that are on our
so
side.
do you want me to get you
Listen, a horse is a horse.
cage or other horses?
Of course.
That's
Of course.
horses.
Of course, of course.
I mean, unless it's that of a magical horse.
I mean, clearly we have to summon it.
Oh no, it's
I-
spreading.
Yeah, the town do have some stuff. If there's anything you guys want for your traps, you can tell me and I'll tell you if the governess provided or not.
Can I get some shoes?
Yes. Why don't you have shoes?
I
You've been
spent
without
all
shoes
my
this whole
army
time?
on this fancy armor. And my prized axe, I'm not gonna sell that for shoes.
Can I have a jacket?
Can't handle the accent.
She
Rook
will,
suddenly becomes aware that he's the only one in the group apparently wearing cold weather outfit.
Yep.
Asha is in glorified fucking moth-eaten pajamas.
Yeah, it's bloody
How
cold out
did
here.
you
I
all
don't know how you guys
survive
are
to
doing.
get here?
She just gives a little shrug. Keeps shoving candy in her mouth.
She'll equip you guys with jackets. Yeah, mundane items she can pretty much provide you with a trap or just for your.
Hey, anyone notice that she's just been like shoveling candy in her throat and like I don't know, and we still have this drug conspiracy in the air.
Listen, she's not causing problems. Let her do what she wants.
I don't. All right.
Asha is now shoving candy into her mouth with two hands and her tail.
That's just excessive.
Where'd that candy come from? Can I have some?
She takes a step back and just looks at him very warily.
All right then, that's okay. You enjoy.
Anyway, we need to go get Alfred down from the wall and let's find out where he summoned the thing the first time, because maybe that has some connection
Oh
on why
shit,
it might
where'd
have
that
chosen.
cobra?
Yeah, he just summoned it right outside the house.
So that's why it did the circle around there.
Yeah.
It
That's why
circled
it's so
around
confusing.
its center.
Oh, because it's on top of the thing, the circle thing. That was in the notes. The city. Guys. Think it's related.
Are you okay, Mr. Gnome? You just seemed to wander off there for a minute. Do you need to see the cleric too?
Not too much of the candy. You guys
Oh,
don't
no.
have too much of the
I
candy.
think Asha's been hoarding all of it, to be honest.
So Alfred will he's an NPC now. He's no longer your enemy, guys. Okay? He's just young and stupid. Alright? And he's like, yeah,
We
go.
don't accept that type in this party.
Oh, it's right here.
Only
is where I
old and
did it.
stupid.
Yeah.
I did it at midnight, and I just drew this symbol. He'll draw the symbol for you.
I like go to like stop him. Like, wait, we don't have anything set up.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Rook just scratches us out with his foot.
I
No,
mean,
no.
You have to say the words as well, obviously.
Right, but we're not taking any chances.
know how
Rook
this
looks up
magic-
at the sun and sees what time it is.
I don't know how
Yeah,
this
you
magic
guys
works. I'm
have
a
spent
sorcerer.
most of your day doing this investigating shenanigan, and it was the afternoon when you guys all met up. You know, it was just after after
We
brunch
need a
when you guys
big
originally
cage.
met up.
And an allied horse interpreter.
Yeah. It's different.
Okay, she's not sure about the horse interpreter, but she will see if she can call in any druids. And the big cage, well, they try to make you a makeshift marquee kind of cage. They don't have a big cage, but they'll try.
What are they making the cage out of? This is important.
Yeah, they'll just make it out of like wood and shit that they have around.
Right, but like, are we talking this thing has like bars on it?
Slats, more accurately.
Yeah, more
It's
like
not.
slats.
It's a training crate for a horse.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, then-
exactly.
Asha's gonna be preoccupying herself, making sure that there are no even numbers of slats on any given side of this device.
Sure.
This is
she's,
incredibly important.
but she is free to do that. People do ask her why it's so important if she brings it up with.
Oh, she's not bringing it up. She's just doing it.
Oh, yeah, they just let her do her thing. They just think she's a bit strange. Why is she adding extra slats? You know? Yeah, it's a candy cage. They built the cage out of candy. All right. So, you guys want to set up your trap. So, let's move you space for your trap.
So does
I think
anyone-
Core went exactly where I thought we should go.
Go.
Wait, which one of my skills relates to traps?
I don't know.
Ah, because it's not working. Why?
Probably
What's
the
not
boy
working?
to boy to girl spell.
Fuck
No,
you.
it just looks different on my screen to everybody else's screen. So
No, he made
let's-
a bad joke about fucking
Let's
anime.
just make a new screen that has nothing on it. Better.
Beautiful snowy field.
Yep. I actually made a beautiful snowy field, but
Oh,
it wasn't showing up.
I saw
Sorry.
it.
Looks way better in here. This is weird.
Did you see
Maybe
all
it's
the
showing weird on
trees and
mine.
everything?
I didn't see
saw
the trees.
background texture. Like I saw
Nah,
the colored
yeah,
background.
it's definitely not showing up. Like,
Is-
Yeah.
is
It's
it
not
working
on
again now?
other people.
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, I
I
can
hear you.
speak again.
hey, you wandered up for a while.
You get
No, I was asking, hey,
restored.
do we actually help Core or not? Or-
Yeah,
Yeah, Core's
you
gonna
get
help.
restored. One of the
He's less
clerics of the
stupid.
town does it, and then everyone ends up in great in the town to help sort out. Yes, but to help sort out everything they got to sort.
Does core look like a core from Magic?
No.
My dear.
Yes, thank you. Let the cat in so she stops crying. That would be great. Wow, what a brilliant idea.
So, how much
Free
time
her.
do we have to prepare an ambush area?
You guys probably have about 4 hours before Alfred said he was doing the spell.
Okay, okay.
Ellie
So it's 8
is-
o'clock.
Yeah, it's about 8 o'clock at night.
I distinctly remember one of my skills relating to traps, and I don't, but it wasn't one with trapping in the name. Was it use magic device or disable
use magic
device?
device and disable device are both traps.
Awesome. Which one would I use in this instance?
You'd probably look at using disable device to try and build the trap
Okay.
you want to build.
Should I just roll that right
Yeah,
now?
you can roll a disable device. Definitely.
It's a large number. What kind of trap are you making?
That disables itself?
Yeah, I know.
Well, she just...
Well, you can use disable device retroactively to take apart a trap, but that logically means you understand how to put the trap together too.
Maybe
Otherwise,
you take it
you don't know
apart.
how to take it apart.
I can
So-
take apart a car. I'll learn a lot about a car.
Yeah, so you can use disable device retro.
And built a really good trap.
I
I
need
rolled
to
my
put
favorite number. It was all good.
People's tokens on the page again.
Do you want me to do that?
Yes, because I can't remember which page I.
I feel like the governess would be around. Is she around?
She's at the castle. Like, if is she there while you guys are setting up the trap? No.
I was thinking we should.
She'll probably come down.
I was
After
hoping
it's
she
all
could
set up.
lend us some barrels.
Some
of,
barrels. Yeah, she can lend you barrels.
Barrels of the explosive variety, or just anything
Explosive
that
barrels.
burns.
Maybe. I mean. Yeah, you could maybe. She says like there are miners. You could talk to people and see if you can get some. I mean, it's pretty short notice, but I'm sure with the circumstances.
Wait, there's a mine here?
Well, not here, but there are miners who live here.
Children just have bombs?
Children? I didn't say anything about children.
Okay then. He's saying miners with an O versus miners with an E.
And we're back in Adderjaeger. Help!
I'm just gonna.
So
drop
this
that
is
idea.
our trap here. This is
I
our
made it.
crate.
It's a really good one, guys.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure how this crate is going to trap the summoned horse.
Yep.
Well, you see, the
It's gonna be
horse
really
goes in
confusing.
here.
No, I'm sorry. Let me reiterate. How do we get the horse in there?
Well, you summon it already in there.
Yeah.
Right,
And do we
so
know
you
that
want
it summons that
Alfred
specifically?
to get in there.
I mean,
And okay.
Hey, Alfred, when you summon the horse, did it appear where you summoned it?
Yeah, it did. It
Then
appeared
get
right
in the
on top of
box.
the sigil.
Oh, Alfred's gonna be in the
I
box. This is gonna be
Don't know
dope.
if I want to get in the.
Can I
Alfred's
mage
there.
hand him into the box?
Unfortunately,
No.
he weighs more.
I'm going to intimidate him into the box.
Okay, let's see how we go. Let's intimidate Alfred.
That's the mage hand with the
There's some
voice.
snow. Let's snow her.
Oh, who farted on my box?
Fart box.
Ugh.
It's snow. Beautiful snow. Okay. I got a
My
snow
boyfriend is
overlay.
now DMing me that he farts on my box. I'm breaking up with him.
Look, I'll make it snowy.
So,
So
I
you
don't think
intimidate
I
Alfred into the box?
I tried at least.
Oh, yeah. Alfred's like, you were like walking around drooling like what,
Can I just
5
pick him
hours
up and
ago?
throw him in the box?
Wait. Let me just try to.
Let me put Alfred out here.
Wait.
Our
Let me
friend Alfred.
see if I can convince him.
Who else has intimidate?
I have knives.
There are
I
other
have a
ways.
-1 at it.
I have knives.
I'm gonna talk real fast to him. I'm like, hey, this is kind of all your fault, and like the nice thing to do is step in the fucking box, but we can just throw you in the box too.
Can I just put him in the box?
Alfred's like, okay.
I was gonna just put him in there, so that's probably good.
Gets in the box. He looks pretty unhappy about being again.
Hey man, you started this.
It was an accident.
Yeah,
know.
well, There's
The
consequences to
third
actions.
line. I just shout that.
Sad face. That's beautiful.
Rook just kind of steps back and looks at the box with Alfred in it and just goes, "This is the stupidest fucking plan I've ever seen."
Well, right now
Alfred-
it is, but once we get the horse interpreter, it'll be fine.
I'm just
Draws
like,
the sigil.
it's definitely not a good idea.
So Alfred draws his little sigil, and he reads the poem aloud.
Sexy
Weird
gnome because
poem.
he
It
doesn't
says,
really understand.
Mary Lued, horse of frost, star horse, white horse of the sea is carried to us. And he waves his hands dramatically as he the dead return.
That's where you fucked up.
And he gets to the end of the little speech, and something does come. Something arrives.
Oh shit,
Oh Jesus, fuck!
that's a dope animal.
Yeah, the Mary Luid arrived.
Isn't that weird Welsh like Christmas ghost horse?
Congratulations! Here's the
Yeah,
Welsh
it is.
Christmas ghost to us. So, yep, it's there now.
Oh,
Asha just
shit.
points at it and she goes, "That's why it had two legs, guys.
I'm gonna roll.
That's
I'm
why
gonna
it
roll
didn't have
this.
4."
I'm gonna roll that.
And it doesn't actually appear on its own either. It appears with a ghostly rider.
Hey, the dead return.
A woman with no head.
Well, that's just wonderful. Guys, I'm not
So is
feeling
this-
better about this plan.
And Asha just kind of like looks at them and then glances back at everyone else. So I mean, they're in the box. We can go home.
The Mary Luid immediately turns around to our buddy Alfred over here, friend Alfred, and starts rhyming at him. Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through fire, it says. And Alfred's like, again. What do you guys do while the horse is rhyming at Alfred and Alfred's being very...
Watch and eat candy.
Yeah,
Back away.
Rook, come
No
back.
one-
This is interesting.
the rider of Dullahan. No, it's not.
Seems so terrifying.
It's
from
a
the picture.
ghost. The rider's really similar to the last you fought. Seems it's like a shadowy, weird, not quite person, not quite
So-
not. Let's.
Wait, hold on. There's the horse thing, and then there's what else there?
And then it's
A
rider.
rider?
It's headless rider.
Okay.
Wait,
like-
wait. If the horse is bipedal, how the fuck is someone riding it?
That's why I'm confused.
Oh, yeah. The horse doesn't have to be bipedal all the time.
Okay.
But it
It can be
Listen, it knows other,
either.
positions.
Look, I know how to. Yeah, you
I'm
ride
just
two
trying to
legged
figure
things.
out if I should be like king shaming Ellie for putting us up against a furry.
Uh-oh.
Hey, there's no,
Don't
it's
kink
not a
shame on this
furry.
channel, thank you.
It's a Welsh folklore legend.
It's a furry.
All right.
Right.
So there's Alfred in the box with the skeletal horse and the ghost of the past.
I would like to get.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through my abilities. Please ignore me.
Okay, now we're kink shaming you.
Yeah, do you guys want to intervene, or really you can definitely run
I kinda
away?
just wanna
You
see
can
what
intervene, or you
happens.
can leave Alfred fate.
Kind of want to just see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't really
Guys,
want to just
if
watch
you
it.
don't stop me, you know what's gonna happen.
I don't know much about
Yeah.
wife horse lore.
Well, we should watch him rhyme at him for a
Sorry,
bit.
does
Is it going to be like a
anybody
rap
stop
battle
him?
or what?
No,
Is it a rap
Tasha's
battle?
eating candy and
Yeah,
enjoying
it's a
this.
bit like a rap battle at first.
It's
Alfred
fighting.
does
He's got some
okay.
sick rhymes.
I guess
Yeah,
I'm
Alfred
gonna.
does
That's-
okay.
Okay.
He turns around and he says, I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to draw her orbs upon the green. Because he's just pulling shit that rhymes out of his head, and the Mary Louette's like, yeah, all right. gives him another verse. And this time Alfred doesn't do so well.
Oh, fuck.
And the Mary Lede and its rider move up forward to Alfred, and you guys watch as the Mary Lede eats him.
Wait,
Oh,
like
fuck.
Cole
jumps
runs in
down
and
on his
punches
head,
it.
or?
Yes, starts with his head.
All right, running in.
I
Oh, guys,
already
it's
did.
just getting
Axe
good.
ready.
We're running
I'm
into the
attacking.
trap. Into the
How did
trap.
they
Yeah.
get through the slats?
Right into the
Who
Yeah.
built this cage?
How do you get in?
Hey! I built
Can I
it.
get in? Can
Yeah, I don't know how you get in.
I've got an axe.
Box
I'm
that
gonna
you
axe.
I have an axe.
My
So okay,
Break
so
down
you
the
can
trap.
spend around busting down the cage.
my
You can
cage.
bust down the wall of the cage this round.
I spent 4 hours on
now
this.
though. Yeah, well, if people can't get in to stop it, you have to spend a whole round busting down that cage.
Some of us
Alfred's
can
been
shoot
beaten.
through it.
Some
I
of us
didn't-
are okay with watching it die.
Yeah,
I
I know, that's what I
didn't
mean.
I didn't think we had to get in. I thought the whole
Well, we
point
put him
was
in there, we should
keeping
get him.
them inside.
Yeah, and
You
then
did
killing
put him
it.
in there, and he did say
I
he didn't want to
figured-
get into it.
Figured we
You
threw them
intimidated
over
him in
it or
that cage.
something.
I feel like we should probably help him.
Yeah, probably
Where's
should just
the
roll
door?
initiative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hi, Benatar.
Benatar, come on.
where's the door of
Benatar!
the cage so that I where
Benatar!
Hang on.
Yeah, initiative.
Here's a door.
I didn't click on my dude. I think I did.
I've never seen an initiative that low.
this is the door?
I made a door.
Wow, 1. How did you
Okay,
get 1?
so this is the door. Alright, it's good to know. So everyone can roll initiative.
Don't color over my door.
Yeah,
This is a
Yeah.
good door.
Fish got one.
Jesus Christ, bitch.
good.
No, not a 1. Too sexy for a 1.
Okay, I think we need to do some clearing of the random numbers. This is not an actual roll, excuse me.
Alright.
Hmm.
Let
Just
Thank
had to
you.
get that out of the system.
don't have such bad initiative.
How did
Plus
you get
one,
so
plus
lucky?
one.
You get
Ah,
100 out
shit!
of 100.
That's
Because
fucking
it's
great.
+1.
I rolled 100 D1s.
No, I know. I was...
That's beautiful.
It has
Alright.
become a tradition in a lot of my games because some of my players are really terrified I'll just randomly kill them one day. I don't know why.
Rolling a
Yeah, why
100.
didn't you
Have
do
we
it
ever done
earlier?
that? What,
How-
do we ever do that?
Jay,
How do you roll a marble?
Jay, you needed to do that earlier, okay? Look at the
I'm sorry.
tragedy that has befallen us because of your lack of fucking attentiveness.
Listen, I didn't get hit in the face with a candy cane, so back off.
Okay, I also didn't get turned into a mushroom man. We've all had misfortunes.
Did you roll? Did you roll?
Where's
one
your
marble
initiative?
100 times or
Taking
100 marbles?
They got naked.
It was
Oh, you got
one.
one. Jesus Christ. This is really...
It's a double-sided coin. We flipped it 100 times, got the same thing every time.
I mean, one-sided die is just a marble.
It's very hard to
Okay.
roll it, it never stops.
Ryder actually gets to go first initiative. Beat all you guys. Or she, actually.
It wasn't hard
How
to
did
do.
they beat me?
I don't know how they
You're
did
what?
it.
Why is Rook so far back?
Because I
That's
backed
strange.
away.
He's avoiding the problem.
So the rider gets to go first, and the rider goes up and attacks Alfred. And
I like this.
I think Alfred's gonna die, guys, because no one healed Alfred up. From
That's
earlier.
fine.
Well,
threw a
he
candy
kind of
cane at
summoned
my
everything
face.
by himself.
We didn't do damage to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
we.
yeah, we did. We did
We
3
did?
damage to him. Yeah, we did.
Oh right.
No,
when
she
Lefnuts
missed.
Fell on him.
Yeah, I missed.
I fell on him, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he fell on him. Oh.
Oh, what a
Sorry.
fucking pussy. He
He's a
got
wizard.
stumbled on, and now
I
he's
bet you
gonna
if we
die.
fell on you,
I
you
would have
would
normally
die
lived
too.
from this attack, but
Listen.
someone stumbled to me the other day.
The difference is I'm not summoning dead people and getting
Hate getting
myself into
stumbled on.
situations where people will fall on me.
Yeah.
Stumble on you, fool.
I'm staying back and I'm eating my candy.
Also, the reason I'm
Right.
so far back is I have a range increment of 110.
Whoa.
So
Good too.
Alfred's not quite dead, but he is still being eaten. Lugnuts, it's your go.
Wow.
This is
I'm gonna charge
it's
that
graphic.
horse thing. Possibly.
Okay, so roll to hit against Mary Lewis.
What's it eating?
It's eating
Alfred.
His,
Yeah,
yeah, it's eating
what
him.
part?
It's like watching a snake swallow something whole.
Oh, this is
So it's
awakening
just
my vor
gone
fetish.
over its
Well,
head.
I'm gonna go for his leggy parts.
His legs,
then.
you're gonna hit out his legs.
Yeah.
Excellent. Roll to hit.
Yep. I rolled a 1 for my first hit and better for the second. 27.
Yeah, but it's not magic.
No.
So
What about the rider? Oh goddamn. My axe is useless.
Rook, it's your go.
I'm going to move forward. And obviously that allows me to draw my bow. And I'm going to get within 30 feet. No, I'm not within 30 feet. I'm going to move to 30 feet.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Hey. You're gonna shoot that horse?
This is a one shot. I'm just going to straight up perfect
Go
strike
ham.
this thing.
Go ham on it.
Can I perfect strike and flurry of blows?
I think you can. I don't believe there's anything in either
I
ability.
can't
that makes-
mini shot or rapid shot, but I think I can perfect shot.
Yeah, you should be able to. I think there might be something that says it only affects the first one,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but it should
that's
because you can. It's like using True Strike with the many shot feed.
Okay,
multi-shot
I'm gonna
feed.
roll 3 times then, and the first 2 I'll choose the higher, and then the second one is just what it is. The third one is just what it is.
Okay, well, we know.
So I'm gonna take the critical.
Yeah.
A wise decision.
So.
So the first 2 is a perfect strike. The second one is just the Fury of Blows strike.
That is total much damage.
27 damage, assuming 23 hits.
Yeah. 23.
You.
Also, can I use a
Alright.
rewind?
Yeah. What did you
I'm
forget
going
to
to
do?
use a key point and take another shot because I can do that with Fury of Blows.
Yeah, do it.
Fucking Jay over here,
But
power
roll
gaming
a
this shit.
1.
Right.
Oh,
You
well.
guys don't forget that if you forget stuff. All those notes and stuff to remember. Forget something, just tell me. Go back in time.
Yep, I wanted to use it before I forgot about it.
Yeah, very good. All right, well, it's actually the Mary Louise go after your turn, Rook. So
Uh-oh.
he continues to eat Alfred because that's how
Alright.
it rolls.
So it just ignored that damage.
Yep. It wants to eat whoever it can. If it can. Alfred does not manage to make an escape artist check to get out of the mouth. He's swallowed about half of him now. Yeah, it's kind of like
Mm.
watching that scary movie, the Deborah Logan movie, where that woman tries to eat the 6-year-old girl. Yep, that's what.
Rook has not seen this movie.
I was more meaning for us. It's Core's go now. What do you want to do, Core?
Is he here?
His Discord might not be working.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
Oh, hey,
leave.
is it working
Oh.
now?
Yeah.
It's
There we
working
go.
now.
Sorry.
So good.
Okay, can I
What do you
run
do?
in and try and out of this thing's mouth?
Yeah, you want to try and pull Alfred out of his mouth. What a good guy you are, Core. Yeah, make an opposed strength check with me. So you make yours, I'll make mine. Let's see how we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
He's still a little dum-dum in the hands.
Wow, I can't believe I
Unlucky.
beat you because I only rolled a 5.
That's just bad luck.
It
We're playing
is.
tug of war with Alfred.
Yeah, poor fucking Alfred, man. Sexy gnome.
You go pull now, mate, no boy.
Yeah, I bet it's hard telling.
What do you got for us, sexy?
That's my turn.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can move 4 right here.
Mhm.
So that way I have a good lineup. And I'm gonna do a flaming sphere.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do a flaming sphere.
Do that whole bowling ball thing, and they got a
Yep.
reflect.
So let's get you a flaming sphere out. We can see it around. And you can move it. I don't know how to find one. Must be a sphere. Yeah, they're all premium assets though. I don't have
You
that
can
kind.
draw one.
Yeah, but we want to be able to move it around.
You can move around drawings. Oh, that
Good
works too.
Whose square do you want it on?
Oh, well, it travels. I was just trying to make it, like this.
Yeah, you start it and it'll travel
Yeah.
like so. You want
See
it
how
to go through these two?
Yeah.
So it ends up somewhere over here. All right. Yep. It'll just there.
Well, it would end. It would end. I mean, technically, the spells. I don't see any reason why it stops.
Yeah, it just
Is it-
moves on your move. So it moves when you should move. So when
Oh.
it's not your turn, it's not moving.
Yeah, you can move it around.
Oh.
But
Okay,
you move
yeah.
it with your mind, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
And they get a reflex save, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken. It's on the rider who failed.
Okay. And then I roll 5d. 3d6. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Don't forget you've got your necklace of fireballs as well.
Yeah. I got that.
Smash those out.
Interesting. All right.
6. Nice.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
What damage?
That was yeah.
All right, sexy gnome. It's the rider's go now. Rider doesn't really want to be in that ball or near that ball.
Too bad.
Yeah, but I can't find him because I put the ball on top. He moves. It's a free 5-foot step, and he actually no, he takes a free 5-foot step to try and stop the guy who's trying to like pull Alfred out because he wants his horse friend
way.
to eat. So he makes an attack. Oh, sorry, I keep calling it a he. It's a lady. It's a headless lady. She rolls a 3, so she doesn't hit you, Cor. Good work, headless lady. Lugnuts, it's your go.
It'd be nice if I could play. Okay, I can't get
penny
past this
tap.
tap. I'm gonna go around and pull this
Penalty
guy.
cat on field.
You want to pull the very loot guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my
Opposite call.
god.
Can I
this
defer
is-
my turn to his turn and pull at the same time?
So yeah, you can.
I wanna
can
do
use. Okay, so you're gonna fast forward your turn till after the monsters to do that.
Oh, he's gonna finish eating him.
So what do you want to
Maybe
do?
I will chop him then.
Okay, what? Decide.
Yeah, I'm gonna chop him because I've got some magic damage. Hopefully, I'll hit.
Okay. Chop that, Mary Lewid. That's eating.
Nice.
Yeah.
I keep seeing axe and going like, what does this have to do with my oh.
Okay, so that's good damage. Nice. You strike at the horse, and it's actually a little bit more corporeal than the other thing you were fighting. And you guys hear the sound like the metal hitting against the bones, and the horse doesn't stop trying to eat Alfred though. So it's pretty focused on its.
Can't let you eat him, bro. He's not for breakfast.
Rook, it's your go.
It's the middle of the night.
Well, early breakfast. Or late.
So what do you want to do, Rook?
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit, I don't see any reason not to do what I just did.
Yeah, do it again.
I want to do it again. So that's going to be 4 rolls
Let's go.
for 3 separate attacks.
Oh, all but one of them hit. So
The 18 doesn't hit, I'm guessing?
The 18 doesn't hit.
Okay.
But all the others do. So
God, I missed that
Nice.
crit by 1 point on the first
I
one.
know, I was just looking at that, I was like, that's bad. Would have loved to crit. Oh, it's okay though. This horse is getting really messed up. I mean, not really messed up. It looks so messed up. It's kind of hard for you guys to tell how messed up it's getting.
Right. Well, it's taken 47 damage over the last 2 turns.
Exactly. So it's getting hurt, but it is still very, very focused on eating Alfred. Opposed strength checks from Core, because it's going to try and keep eating Alfred and you're trying to pull him out. Let's see
Why
if you make
can I
some.
not roll anything but shit now?
Because you were touched in the head and it lingers.
Fungal brain.
It's your go again now, Core. So you've been in this stalemate with the horse and Alfred for a while. You're keeping the horse from eating any more of Alfred. You've got your hands around his ankle, but you can't seem to pull him out of the horse's grotesquely large mouth.
I am
Wait,
going to.
when am I on the initiative order?
Ah, you're not. I don't know what you're
I
on.
was like, wait a minute, we've come full
When's the
circle.
darkest turn?
What did you roll again?
I don't remember. Let me go back up.
I think you rolled the same as someone else.
I rolled a 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't roll the same as anyone else. You just forgot
Imagine
about me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You were just eating candy, and you seem to want to watch the guy get eaten,
I mean, that's not an unfair assumption.
I still want to
I've been
decide to
sitting
do it.
here debating on if I just want to use my turn like that. No.
But you can take an action now before pause, because he still beat your initiative. So
does discussion count as like turn
that's
taking?
free. That's
I
free.
figured. Yeah, she would be leaning against this, crate thing, just kind of watching this, and then wait, are we actually trying to save him?
Oh, I guess so.
You guess or you know?
Looks like I'm doing it now.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
guess.
axe
Think I'm
deep in
doing
this
an
guy's
okay
legs.
job of it.
And you sort of got a bit of a weird horse face. Horse face Bill. That's what we'll call him. Good swing.
Ash just
Thank you,
seems to think about this for a nice long moment. I don't
So
know,
you're gonna spend that action thinking?
No, she's gonna think about it and she's gonna just go. I was really enjoying watching that because I've never seen that before. It's pretty neat, but I guess I'll just do stuff. And how many knivesies can I mage hand in one turn? Just one?
5 maximum. So on that character sheet, I already had it set up for you. So you can just click the one that says 5 all
Uh.
on your front page underneath Stib Stab. There should be like.
Oh.
I did it for you last night because nice Dungeon Master.
Oh, you sure did. Awesome.
Because
Thank you.
everyone's maths for them.
I'm an idiot and I just didn't even look down, so that's cool. Yeah, we're just gonna she's gonna watch for a little bit longer and go, fine, I'll help. And so
All right, fine. I'll throw it. You don't want any of them to hit Alfred?
nah, might as well just try to be a team player here. I mean, she might have friends, who knows? So she's just gonna have 5 knives just levitate off of her waistband and then just go straight at this thing's head.
So you're gonna go for the horse?
Yeah.
Or the rider? For the horse. All right.
the
send it to
hell?
the horse.
Why is that 0 damage?
It rolled 0.
I don't know. I probably didn't put damage in
You
there. I
sure
just did the
didn't.
maths for the attack. Sorry, just roll a d4.
Oh, what?
5d4. That's 5 attacks.
Oh, okay. Oh, you put it in the wrong one. You put that in the 3 attacks. Hold on. Here we go.
All right. So it looks like it doesn't take full damage from your knives, but it does take some damage. So your knives, but they end up in the snow in the end, and it's
Oh.
still trying to eat Alfred. It really doesn't care about you guys. That was its cause go now, and then it'll be
Okay.
your go again, Darby.
Okay.
Skipped you last time.
So
Thank you.
do is
Yeah.
rage, because then I can use intimidating glare, which lets me do an intimidate check against an opponent as a move action and not my.
Okay.
And then if the foe is shaken, or if it works, the foe is shaken for 1d4 rounds, 1 round for every point above the DC that I make it.
Okay. So what's the DC gonna be? So I
It's
know for my roll.
whatever I have to
Intimidators?
make to intimidate it.
Okay, well, to intimidate this death horse, I'd say you need to roll at least a 21. Get a
I'm
total
gonna
of
make
21.
it, but I'm gonna try.
That's the spirit.
Oh, he's trying.
Watch him crit.
Oh my god.
Amazing! Okay, yeah, you intimidate the death horse. You intimidate the Mary Lewid.
He's shaken for 3 rounds.
Okay, so he's taken negatives for the next 3 rounds. I mean,
And-
I guess he drops Alfred. Is Alfred
Out of the way.
considered something that he's holding? I guess so. So he definitely loosens his grip on Alfred, enabling you to tug a very traumatized Alfred. All right, it's your go again.
Asha's gonna just kind of huff because her knives are now in the snow, and she's gonna go just climb through the fence and go to wherever they dropped and pick them up.
She's gonna spend her round picking up her knives.
Yeah, they've got this covered. It's fine.
Sexy gnome.
I can redirect sphere and throw my anal beads, right?
Yes, you
What?
can.
Okay, that's definitely what I'm gonna do.
So where's the sphere moving to?
The thing that I originally hit was the specter.
ghost.
The rider,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
That's right.
focusing that guy.
Goes back on.
So beads are gonna be thrown at him too. I'm assuming I gotta roll some kind of.
He has to roll reflex saves.
Oh.
Both of those. It's 2 reflex saves. I failed that one.
Okay.
What's your reflex, Ghost? Find out. If you check the anal beads, there's a link. It should
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
DC for them on that page. You want to
Wait.
check?
What did you just say?
They're just talking about it like it's a normal thing. I just let it go at this point.
There was no link there, but I can type it anyways.
Oh, there was no
I'm
link
sorry,
there?
I sort of zoned
Okay.
out because it's almost 3 a.m. and I went, what did you just say?
It's a necklace of fireball type 2, but he was like, can I throw my
DC.
anal beads? And I was like, okay. Yeah.
DC 14.
DC 14. Okay, so half damage from the fireball, but
Okay,
full
alright.
damage from the flaming sphere. So let's see how much Headless Lady can take.
Okay, let's do
Oh, the anal
46
beads.
for the fireball. From the bead. And then
So 13 from that one.
flaming sphere was 3d6.
Yeah. The rider is barely there anymore. You're really beating it back into the ethereal plane. It's much more translucent than it was earlier. It's the rider's go, though, and it's like, I'm real sick of this sphere. Takes another step and it swings at. Stopping my friend from eating. Friend, what's your AC core? I don't think I'll hit.
Normal AC?
Yeah, normal AC.
20.
Yeah. No, this guy's not going to hit you. It misses with its attack, which is with a sword. Wondering. It's not like the other thing you fought. A little bit different. It looks like similar, but this looks a little more like a traditional goat. Lugnuts, it's your go.
All right.
I feel like you're just insulting him.
Just gonna keep chopping, I guess.
You're going to chop some more.
Chop down. Chop around town. Oh, that was not a good swing.
Yeah, so no damage on Lugnut's turn, but it's Rook's turn again now. He's going to save the day. Are you
So
kidding?
I did some really dumb stuff and forgot stuff that I bought for very intentional reasons, and just now remembering I have some of it. So I'm gonna Fury of Blows again, but the first shot is going to be a trip arrow, which gets a +5. I don't want to make a macro just for that, so
Yep.
this is
Okay.
+5. Does not do damage,
Okay,
so that would be
Hey.
a 34.
that hits.
Good. It does no damage, but it would trip if it exceeds the her CMD, I guess.
So the headless lady, let's check out her.
Well, no, this is the
The horse?
what's it called? Yeah.
The Mary Lewid?
Yeah, I want to make it easier so that Lugnuts can chop her in the back.
34. Yeah, no, it exceeds the CMD, so
Okay.
it falls.
And the second one does do damage, and it's a pheromone arrow, because I keep forgetting that I need to use that in the beginning of combat.
All right, so
That does damage, but it also marks
takes
it.
some damage and is now marked. So does that help everybody in terms of attacking it in some way?
Only if they have scent ability, but she is prone, which should help in damage or attack
Yeah.
or something.
It should help. It gives her a negative AC, or gives it a negative AC. It's go now. It's really upset with everyone. Lugnuts. It's gonna try eat you.
Oh,
my
shit.
nuts.
What's
Well, it has
your
to get up
CMD?
first.
It's gonna eat his ankles.
Yeah.
My AC, 18.
CMD.
CMD, 21.
Yeah. It can't eat your ankles, but it did. It did sort of try.
Ha ha ha! You can't eat me. My feet are too quick.
He's just fucking tap dancing next to it.
Stop taunting the unspeakable horror, Lugnuts.
Core, it's your go, my friend. You've got Ghost there behind you. You've got Alfred, who you just helped pull out of the death horse. He looks very shaken.
Well, I'm gonna yell at Alfred to get out of here while I turn around and try and hit the ghost in the face. See if that'll
Yeah.
work.
Because that worked so well last time.
Just punch him.
Give it a go. No.
Well, it was mentioned this one looks different, and it's holding a sword, so I
Yeah, it's
might be
holding a
able to
sword,
do
that's
something.
right.
It's a ghost sword.
It is
Mm.
ghost sword, ghost chips, ghost stuff.
Ghost chips.
Yeah, you heard me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that hits!
You.
And then damage.
Good punch call.
That was my axe, the bardiche.
Oh.
The Valdesha. Well, as before, it looks like it does some damage, but not all damage. But this rider is hardly there anymore. It's almost completely dissipated. It's disappointed too, though. Asha, it's your go.
Asha is the queen of disappointment. She was hoping for some cool, like, National Geographic shit going on and watching the fucking skull horse swallow a man like a python, and that's just not happening, so her day's gotten worse. Fuck. I don't know, I guess we'll just take a knife and out of the fucking floaty knives, so we'll just give the horse a stabby stab.
So you still
Yeah,
stab
little
at
stabby.
Yep. Stab stab.
Ah, you
What a-
hit.
How do I do
You
4
managed-
damage?
Yeah, you managed to actually do no damage though, because you don't overcome a savage reaction.
She didn't really have her heart in that swing.
But you connect. You connect. Definitely connect. Sexy gnome, you're up.
Sexy gnome. Sorry. I
Sexy
keep getting a
yummy
fucking song in my
moment.
head. I want to move Fireball.
Yep, back onto the
dude.
ghost.
Eh,
Headless lady, there it goes.
and I can throw my biggest bead at the ghost.
Yeah, you can. You throw your biggest beat at the ghost too.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. What are the reflex saves I have to make?
I was hoping you'd remember. 14
14.
and what our sphere was.
We pass sphere.
Yeah.
And
Pass
we
sphere?
pass. Yeah. So no damage from sphere and half damage from biggest speed because we
Okay.
passed that.
Error.
Oh,
Ooh,
I didn't have the
maybe
window.
that wasn't full damage, eh?
Yeah, right. I had a good arm on this gnome. It's like a
Yeah.
1 foot arm, and he's just
He's doing a
lugging
good
it.
job with that.
Why does the guy with the stumpy little arms standing like 15 feet away hit harder than the girl at point blank with a knife in her hand?
He's using magic. He's using anal fire beads, man. You can't
Well,
be held
to
responsible.
be fair, all I've eaten in the past 48 hours is candy, so honestly, I believe it.
Yeah, he's just all jittery, really.
So the ghost is pretty fucked up, and it decides that it doesn't really want to be around you guys really at all.
What's in a trap? Oh,
It
there's
is in
a
a
hole
trap,
there.
but it's. I think it can go through the walls of the trap though.
Jack
These
Once.
wooden planks are really
Yeah.
good at confining
She
ghosts.
rolled like a 26. I don't think she
Yeah.
can get through that.
This
The
is a
ghost-
really
What?
good
The
wooden
ghost
pallet.
leaves.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you will because it's got to make a draw. Can't really.
Get it before
Has
it
to
proves my
disengage
shoddy
first.
craftsmanship.
Oh God! Horribly.
One fumble. It gets away. The outside.
My
Far away from
cage.
you guys. Yeah. It might come back though, you know. Like nuts, it's your go.
40 foot. Lugnuts is gonna try and tackle him to the ground.
The horse is already on
The
the
horse
way.
is already on the ground, man.
Yep.
He's been chewing at your ankles. Well, I don't know, are you? What are you doing?
Push to talk.
Get push to talk, fool.
Yeah, still
Fool.
deciding. I don't
want
have
me-
much of a kit to go with, so I guess I'm gonna have to go with the trusty axe. But I'm gonna take a step back when I chop down, so maybe move up here.
At the end of your round, you want to take a 5-foot step?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. First one
damn.
misses, second one
That
hits.
I rolled a 1 last time too. What the hell?
Second one does no damage against this horse. Rook, it's just you, man. You are carrying
Okay.
this whole party.
Hold on a second. I have to check house rules for a second.
Hey man, I stabbed a dead skull horse and I did like 4 damage. It was great.
Yeah, you did.
I
I could put it
intimidated
into
a
could put it
So-
into
ghostly skull death
hyperglycemic
horse.
shock.
I'm gonna turn
You did.
tricks.
You're gonna turn some tricks.
I'm gonna turn some tricks. The first, I'm gonna do a Fury of Blows, but I'm only gonna use the turn tricks on the first one to mostly negate the +4 to AC it gets while prone.
Okay.
So it gets so I get another +1
To what you roll.
to what I roll. I'm already getting a +2, but I'm getting another +1 to hit.
Jesus.
Wow.
So I'll take that crit. And then I'm turning and I'm shooting the other one at a regular shot. This is not within 30 feet. So I'm going to shoot at this one. Can you trip incorporeal targets?
Look,
Mm,
I've
With a
been
magical weapon?
ruling that when they're manifest, a magical weapon, I've been ruling that yes, you can. So
All right, fuck it. I'm going to trip it.
trip that ghost.
That's a +5, so that's a
This
26.
isn't a
Good-
real ghost,
good
though.
trip. Get a ghost trip.
That's a 26.
Yeah, that will
You
hit.
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that ghost is tripped. That is one tripped ghost. Wow. Well, that damage. You know what? Rook shoots his arrows, and he puts one straight through the skull of the Mary Lewid, and it falls to the ground. It clatters in a pile of bones, and the ghost isn't dead. It's just tripped over, though.
Yeah,
Asha
rather
looks down at this
embarrassingly.
horrible skull that is now collapsed into nothingness and she just goes, I did that.
Core, it's your go because the Mary Lewid is dead. It doesn't get a go, so it's your go now.
Okay. Can I go after the ghost? That is the thing. How far away is it? I have to go the long way.
You could bust through the fucking wood like a
Yeah, you can make a
maniac.
strength check to bust through the wood like a maniac if you.
I'm gonna do that. Rage and
Okay.
go.
Yeah, rage
Or
and
you
go.
could
Bust
fail
through.
and just smack your face
I am
into it.
probably gonna fail.
I made it really well.
I'm going to fail.
Well, this is comical.
Nah, you rolled a 10. Was that's your whole roll? Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't like knock yourself out or anything, but you do not gloriously bust through. No.
Just like reaching through the slats trying to get at it.
Come back.
Get
Get it.
here! What do you want to do, Asha?
Laugh. She's gonna take a moment to assess how stupid that was, and she's just gonna. How far can I move in a turn?
30 feet.
Fuck.
How
I'll
do you
get the
measure?
ruler out.
Each square
There's a
5
measure tool.
feet.
Hmm.
Also,
Can wait. If I'm going in like an irregular pattern, if I'm going out the door and then to this thing, how do I count that? 20 and then 15, or do I count it like that?
If you're going out the door and to the side, you have to count it exactly as
Okay.
you're going to move it.
So then 20, 25, 30. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so you can make an attack against him from the square. You're still in a square adjacent to him.
I'm gonna stab him. Motherfucker. I'm not very good at this.
Yeah. Good stab. Again, you feel it connect, but it doesn't seem to do much damage.
I might be
To
going
it.
into hyperglycemic shock.
Yes. Sexy gnome, it's your go.
I want to move fireball.
Yep, fireball onto the ghost, I assume.
Yeah.
There we go.
See what that does.
Yeah, let's make its reflex save. See if I pass. I rolled a nat 20, so I pass. No damage.
Fuck.
Sucker! Alright, what else do you want to do, Sexy Gnome? That was your move action.
Can I? Oh, that's the move action?
Yep.
I don't have range really. I don't have that kind of range. But
50
Yes.
feet.
yeah, it's 50 feet. I don't think.
You're level 5. Scorching Rays 25 plus 5 feet per level. So, yeah, you're not quite there yet.
Wait, isn't it? Oh no. Might be.
I gotta verify things. Open up my sheet. Mm-mm-mm. What's hold on. This one has a range of personal. What's personal mean for range?
Just you.
Yeah, no, it says oh, it's things I look at though. Oh no, within 30 feet.
Yeah, but the
okay,
range of
yeah.
the spell is like you.
Nope. That's it. I can't move either.
Right. The riders go. It's going to attack Asha because she's been coming.
Fuck.
She's right there next to it. Oh, what's your AC, my friend?
Oh, let me sit up. 20.
You get hit for 4 damage.
Oh, wait, do I have the ability to do a reflexive jump away?
Nah.
Fuck.
Sorry. It hits you for that 4 mighty damage, which was because I rolled a 1. My damage dice.
Stop beating up the special needs kid.
Lug nuts.
I could. What was these smoky things again? They're traps or something. Oh.
There's snow.
snow.
I just put some snow down.
All right, cool. Well, I'm just gonna
It's
bust through.
ambiance.
I'm gonna run through. That's 30 foot, right?
Yeah, make a strength check to bust out of the cage.
All right.
If you can't bust out, you're just standing there next to the other. You also do not bust out.
So you
I
can
guess,
both
like,
sit in the cage of
you think-
shame and think about what
Yeah.
you've done.
Just sitting there.
All right. We both hit a wall.
Rook.
There's a door, you know.
all right, Rook is
Pretty
gonna
sauce.
put his bow in the quiver and draw his falcon as he runs, and I do have a movement speed of 40, which means I can reach it.
Yeah. You can go smash that ghost of Kane's Pass.
And this is the first time I've used this, so good luck to me.
Good luck.
I'll take that.
Oh my god.
You killed the
And it is a
ghost.
magical weapon, I would like to
Yeah.
clarify.
Kill it. You kill the ghost of Kane's Pass.
Rook
Congratulations,
continues to hit it and says, I fucking hate ghosts.
Asha backs away slowly.
I'm kind of
guys.
sad.
Sorry. You guys solved the mystery to a
We
degree.
didn't find the missing people.
No, we
Yeah,
kind of
you
just
didn't
killed
find the
everything.
They
missing people.
probably
We kinda
got
just went in-
eaten.
I feel like it's pretty heavily implied that the ghost ate
Aiden.
them.
But
Mm.
didn't we summon that horse that we just killed to ask it what it did?
Nah,
I mean,
maybe
we saw what it did.
we kind of trapped the
other
dude in
people
there.
it
It
summoned.
ate people.
So real talk, if we go back and tell the lady, hey, they're all dead, give us the money, you think that'll work?
Yes.
Oh, probably.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
well,
do it.
I don't know. There's got to be some ghost remains.
And we're due 6,000 gold.
Wait,
Maybe
there's
there's
gold?
some ghost chips. Yeah, 6,000.
Yeah,
6,000.
because not only
Yeah.
did we solve the mystery, we stopped the problem.
Guys, fun fact: this is the farthest north I've ever been.
I hope
So
you had
You
fun.
can
Oh,
definitely
buddy.
you can definitely collect your reward.
Victory.
Ba-da-ba-ba,
I don't feel like I did much.
ba-da.
Everyone can have about 1,000 gold pieces each. She gives
Asha's
you 5,000 reward, but she's like, like you solved the mystery, but you didn't go out and look for any people. You didn't bring me back any other people, so I'm keeping it that.
But
Horse ate
that wasn't
people.
the terms of our agreement. Were they?
No,
Wait,
the
is
terms
it-
of my agreement was that you go out with a search party.
It's
You can
alright.
have 1,000
1,000
gold.
gold, pretty good.
If you solve the mystery, you can have 5,000.
I feel like we solved it pretty well, though.
We
So
solved
you
it
get
and we
5,000.
stopped it.
Wait, excuse me. We went out with a party and we were in the wilderness and we did look for these people in
Didn't you
this
summon
area.
it in town?
No. Well, we went out.
We went out.
You
We're out in
can't-
the
We
field.
went in
We
the
said we
field.
weren't summoning it in town.
Oh,
This
that's right.
is-
You weren't summoning it.
This
This
is
is
a
nice of you.
party and we can dub it a search party. And we went out and looked at the snow and we didn't
It's
find
okay. I think 1,000 gold pieces is enough for each of you, considering, we still don't really know what happened to those people, and we never
No, we
will.
witnessed what
You know,
happened.
I saw that horse try to throw that man. I think I know what happened.
I distinctly remember
intimidate?
seeing little skulls inside of its belly.
Probably
It's
not a
fine.
good idea. This is
Yeah,
over.
yeah. I mean, I didn't see any of this, but I'll take your word for it, adventurers.
Also,
If
we
you'll
feel
excuse
Alfred
me.
should be locked up.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that to Alfred. It was a simple
Alright.
mistake.
Thanks for the gold.
Sit
No,
the
no.
third line.
No, I'm sorry. He's responsible for all 3 of those people's deaths.
I'm sorry. Who are you again? Aren't you just a tourist?
I'm the one who
Well,
just
I'll be
solved
back in
the
like a week when
problem.
he summons
I
another
helped.
thing.
You have fun with that. When you all die,
Yeah.
good luck with
well,
that. You're gonna let your people
I
die? I'll
think we're
tell
all
them.
gonna die. Yeah, I think my people would be a bit more upset that strangers from out of town want us to lock up one of the oldest citizens.
All right, I'll
in our
just tell him
town.
what he did.
You know who was an old citizen?
He's in
Hitler.
on the drug money.
No,
I don't
no,
know
it's fine,
who
guys. Let's
Hitler
just tell
is.
the town what's being protected here. They'll be just fine with that, right?
Probably
Probably,
fine.
yeah. She tells you they probably will be. I'm
Have you
sure
talked to your
everyone-
own guards lately?
Fucking big
Everyone knows
candy
Alfred's
influencing
not
the
malicious.
government.
Everyone knows Alfred in town. His family's there for hundreds of years, so we all know he's not malicious. If he says it was an accident, it would have been an accident. So we're not going to lock him up for that. He's not the kind of person who normally goes around, summoning stuff. And right now, I don't even know that people are dead. I'm going to have to, do some more investigation to find out what this creature was and all that
That sounds
stuff.
like
So
covering it up. Really, more than
5,000 gold pieces is what you can have. And if you don't want to take it, the guards are happy to escort you right out of the
No,
town into the
I don't
wilderness.
want it.
Core takes money and
Can
goes,
I
and
have
he'll take
his?
the birds.
No.
I don't want
I'll
it from
fight you
this.
for it.
Sexy
I'll
gnome.
Rook turns and walks out.
Sexy gnome goes. Thousands good, but can I have an ice sculpture too?
I don't think you can transport them, but
No,
you
I
can
want
try.
I want an ice sculpture of sexy gnome.
Oh, you want someone to make an ice
You can't tell me I
sculpture
wouldn't
of-
look amazing. Like 50 feet tall, maybe 20 feet.
Yeah,
10?
you
10
can talk to
10
one
feet
of
tall.
one of the artisans about that.
No,
I
I
don't
want-
really.
I know.
I can't really
I'm
make.
asking on the behalf of the city. Not just.
I'm gonna just go ahead and take the bird's share of the reward and
Different if
go
I'm
into a
asking for it.
coma for about a week.
But that's like
I don't
that's
feel
it,
so well.
dude. That's all there is.
Can't diplomacy. Stop it.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Good
for
night,
Good
our
night,
Thanks very
everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for
Kill
staying
me.
up late for me.
No, thank you for coming.
Eh.
Yeah, thanks.